Yeah, let's talk about it. The NBA trade deadline came with a bang. What do you guys think? Do you guys, the Knicks, they dropped the ball by not making a big splash or not? Are you concerned about the ops? Did the ops get better? Which ops do you feel, which one of our rivals do you feel has gotten better at the trade deadline? Also, how do you feel about Jericho Sims? I know he wasn't a fan favorite. Okay. Tomorrow we will be going live for the Boston game, and I have an update for that as well. A lot of things going on, man. We're gonna talk about the deadline. We're gonna talk about the Boston game and more on the Knicks Call Up Show. Yes, sir. This is the Knicks Call Up Show. I am Karan Pierre, the objective fan, straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest, and you know the vibe, y'all. Welcome to the Knicks Call Up Show. Got an action-packed show tonight, man. Sorry for my delay. I had some technical difficulties. Boy, you guys don't know what I go through to be getting this show going. But we here, you know. Hey, better late than never, y'all. I was not canceling this show. By the way, I got to give a salute to some people that was in the building early. Nostalgic Knicks, On Dios, Sandman, Yuri, I see you in the building. Knicks Tape Madness, Discord server. Man, Keith Watkins in the building. Let's go. Man, I'm glad to see all you guys here. This is the Knicks Call Up Show, 646-995-8389. Definitely call up and voice your opinion. You know, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, boy, trade deadline came. And like a lot of us thought, you know, we didn't think that there would be a lot of major moves because Mitch was coming back. And that was, hold on, I'm setting up my mic as well. So that way I ain't going to have the issue I always have when you guys call in. But Mitchell Robinson, you know, we got the news that he was close. And I think that's the reason why the Knicks didn't pull the trigger. You know, I think that, because you got to think about it. What center was you going to get that was going to be better than Mitch, right? Or even just big guy, you know, whether it's a 4 or 5. When you really think about it, he's the best addition you can have mid-season because he's already been with the team. And I think that's exactly what Leon Rose and the boys, Worldwide West, and those guys wanted. So I'm happy. I'm also not scared. I mean, a lot of people in the Knick forums, oh my God, Cleveland, what are we going to do? They got DeAndre Hunter. Oh my God. Mind you, DeAndre Hunter was coming off the bench for the Cavs. For the Hawks. I'm just saying. Now he's their starting small forward. Is he a good player? Yes, he's a good player. But is that like, oh my God, they got DeAndre Hunter. Now that puts them over the top. Milwaukee, they made some trades. Kyle Kuzma, solid. I mean, Kuzma's solid, but when you really think about it, right, with the exception of age and health and durability right now, is Kyle Kuzma really better than Middleton? Is he really better than Middleton? A lot of people think so. We're going to see. Does he help defensively? Then they got the kid Porter Jr. from Houston. I like that kid. I liked him since college, but once again, he's not a defender. Does that really help? See, this is why I love what the Knicks did. And I said this last week or maybe the week before. I said, man, people are going to be saying that the Knicks bench is one of the best benches in basketball towards like March, April. Watch me. Remember I said that. And it's funny, right, that the Knicks did not pull the trigger on Mitch because they believe in this bench. And did you guys see the Toronto game and the games? Did you see how these guys are performing? Ariel, salute to Ariel, by the way. Ariel got to get a New York City salute. Man, the bench is looking really, really good. But let me see what you guys talk about in the chat, man. Double D, salute to you. Salute to Trevor. Trevor, are you going to call in and talk about Coach Tibbs tonight? I'm willing to go there. I mean, what could you say right now? I mean, I think that we're in a good position right behind the Celtics. But I think we're a game behind because they lost last night. I saw that game too. Yeah, I saw that game. They lost to a team in Dallas that didn't have 3 of their starters. Yeah, Holiday wasn't there, but I mean, think about it. You go up against a team that literally traded Luka and AD still in play, and you still lost at home. Just saying. Yeah, I think right now we're a game and a half behind the Celtics. So if we win tomorrow, yeah, we'll be a half game behind them. We right there. We right where we need to be. Cleveland's also shown, you see some chinks in their armor, though they did win 2 games after losing that game. They let that game. But we're going to see. We're going to see. But Indiana surprising me. I'm looking at the standings right now. Indiana is they're kind of like a wild card when you think about it, guys. 29 and 21. They're 7-3 in their last 10. They've been playing some good basketball. Interesting stuff. Let me see what you guys talking about. Well, who said HRM the Great? Salute to you, by the way. Who said we trying to cut Landry Shamet? We trying to cut? Who wants to cut him? Oh, OnDR said Clay was on fire. Yes. Salute to all my Knicks people that watch the NBA, because you got to watch the other teams play. Sipping from my Captain 11 mug. Salute to the captain. But you got to watch some of these other teams play because that's why I'm so confident on the mic, like in the Knicks' abilities, especially against Cleveland. Because I'm like, who's going to play defense? Who? Okay, they got DeAndre Hunter, right? He's going to guard Jalen Brunson? Okay, so look. Here's the quagmire. Hunter guards Brunson, right? Who guards Bridges? Which one of those guys are going to guard Bridges? I'm just saying. We're going to see. I can't wait. Listen, guys. We know we got the revenge tour dates. Tomorrow is the game against Boston. I want to talk about that too. Then we got another revenge game right after that Tuesday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that because I know I'm supposed to be doing the live play-by-plays for the national TV game. I might have to skip that Indiana game on Tuesday. But then we got the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday the 21st, which is a Knicks call-up show night. So maybe we might could do, I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure out what I want to do for that night. We might have to do a double header that night. But yeah, we got some revenge tour games coming up, but I'm really looking forward to that Cleveland game on the 21st. I'm hoping that Mitchell Robinson is back as well. See what you guys talking about. Tori B says on DS teams definitely got better, but the Knicks are already better, so to speak. Okay, Tori B, who got better? Who got better in y'all eyes? I got the trade. You know what? Let me go into research mode. I got the trades up here. Got the trades right here. Who got better? I want to know who, when you look at it, who in your opinion got better? Indiana, they came off of James Wiseman, who's crazy. This kid was really good. I mean, coming into the league, I thought he was going to be special. Like I said, the Bucks. We said the Bucks got Kevin Porter, right? And they, of course, they also got Kyle Kuzma and Jericho Sims. You can't forget Jericho Sims. we can't forget Jericho Sims, right? Okay, so that's the East. Let me see. Then we got some Western stuff here. Memphis Grizzlies got Johnny Davis and Marvin Bagley. Oh, Duke Blue Devils. Marvin Bagley, man, he's another guy that didn't live up to where he was supposed to be. This guy had a lot of hype coming into the league. I was high on him, though he didn't really do well at Duke. I'm not going front. But Memphis gets Marvin Bagley. I don't know how that helps them because, I mean, I get to bring him off the bench, I guess. Unless they're going to start him and move Edie to the bench. I mean, I don't know how much Marvin Bagley moves the needle. I haven't really been paying attention to him. Has he been putting in work? I don't even think I even seen this guy play. Hold on. Let me pull this guy's stats up. By the way, this is the Knicks call-up show. Call up 646-995-8389. Let me see. Marvin Bagley is averaging... Oh, he did have a 20-point game. Oh, against Memphis. I guess that's why they traded him, because he had a 20-point game against them. I mean, look at his stats. He's averaging 4.9 points a game for Washington. He only played 19 games. That means he was hurt. 8.7 minutes. I don't know. I don't know what that does. Some of these moves is just weird to me. You know, like, I mean, was that like a money play? To give up Marcus Smart, man, that dude was a defensive player of the year. Not all NBA defensive team. This dude was a defensive player of the year. I guess Johnny Davis. I guess that's what the deal was for. Let me see. Johnny Davis, 10th pick in the draft, 2022. I don't really remember this kid putting in work like that. Let's look at his last 5 games. I don't know. I don't know, Memphis. I don't know. Listen, I watch a lot of basketball, y'all. If I never heard of you, yeah, that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. But Washington got some pieces. I mean, they're not gonna make a playoff run. I wonder if they buy Chris Middleton. Like Ondio says, definitely hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, hit the like button. This is the Knicks call-up show, man. The topic is what you guys want the topic to be. I'm trying to give a voice to the fans. And I want you guys to be, of course, politically correct. This is YouTube, right? But feel free to call her. We got a special guest caller. State your name and where you calling from, caller. How's it going?
Yo, this is Yuri.
I got you, Yuri. Can you hear me now? I don't know why the mic always shifts. Yeah, the mic always changes. I definitely fixed the mic up. We got to hold on, Yuri. I got to keep calling in too. I'm going to merge him. Hello, Keith.
Hey, what's good?
How's it going, brother? I'm going to merge you in with Yuri. So we can all have a little chat since we all on the line. Let's do it. Hold on. I might not be able to do it. Hold on 1 second. Pow, I think we good now. Let's go. We all on. Yuri and Keith, let's go.
What's good? Hey, Yuri.
Hello? Yuri, you there? Oh, no, I can't get you guys. I can't get you guys together, so we're going to have to do one at a time for now.
He called first.
Yeah, I'm going to get him in first, and I'll call you back when he's off. Hey, Yuri.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why that's happening every time.
Yeah, it's weird, but we're going to do one at a time for now until I figure out how to get the conference call going. So that was Keith. He said he's going to let you rock out first. What's on your mind, Yuri? Let's go.
The trade deadline, bro.
Okay.
WTF. That's all
yes.
to sum it up.
Yes.
That's all I have to sum it up is WTF.
What's the most WTF about the trade line, the trade deadline?
Trade.
Yes. Okay. So who won that trade? Well, I don't like asking that question.
I don't like asking that question.
I don't like that. Yeah, give your own take. Go ahead.
That trade, they backstabbed Luka Doncic like I've never seen before. That was some backstabbing, snitchy, whatever you want to call it. That was some shady POS I've ever seen. And this was crazy. Too.
I see.
The reason why I say that is because Luke, was doing a lot of behind the scenes. What was up with that?
Yeah.
Apparently, Luka Doncic originally did a 15 mil for Dallas. He bought a house in dollars.
Yes, I did hear about that.
And after Luka from his own point of view, after he heard about that trade, and he was like, "Yo, is this real? Like, is this real?" Like, he was shocked. And he
my God.
First. Jalen Brunson said the same thing on Twitter. Yo,
yeah, we all did.
I don't like saying the who won trade.
I don't like either. I think it takes time for us to realize that, because a lot can happen in a couple of years.
I want to see in a couple of years. Then I'll give you my take on that.
Yeah, for sure.
For the Lakers, you got Luka Doncic, future franchise point guard from the Dallas Mavericks. And you got Anthony Davis, who's injury prone, but you got yourself a center. You got yourself a big.
Right.
You got yourself a big. You got that lineup for Dallas, regardless of people like to admit it or not. That lineup is going to cook in a few years.
Facts.
If you're Dallas, you set yourself for a win now for the next 4 years. For the next 2 or 3 years. And another thing is that...
Oh, go ahead.
Another thing is that if you look at this trade in general, the Utah Jazz, Utah Jazz got blindsided with this one. Danny Ainge did not expect this trade.
I did read that.
What's
good for him. Good for him. I mean, the brother, he refuses to do any deals with the Knicks where he would have to give up the more talented player like Donovan Mitchell, Walker Kessler, right? He refuses to help the Knicks with anything, but he'll go and give his former teammates or other teams, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, but he would never do those deals. And just to piggyback off of the Luka situation, I wrote an unfiltered thought. By the way, salute to all the channel members. I wrote an unfiltered thought for the channel members, right? And I basically was just going off the deep end. Not going off the deep end, but I was kind of like a little, that's why it's called unfiltered thought. I kind of was just letting loose. And I'm like, yes, we love Towns and we love Brunson. I'm not trading them for nobody right now. I'm happy with what we have. But at the same time, why can't the Knicks get an all-NBA first teamer MVP candidate or MVP, right? Before they come to the team, right? Why can't we do that? But the Lakers seem to every 10 years get one of these all NBA first teamers, right? And their future is always bright because right now the Lakers, I don't think they're going to do much, right?
No,
unless they do certain things with their lineups. Like they do got a lineup, I think, that could really do damage, but I'm not sure if they're going to go with that lineup. But this trade is not for now. It's not really even for LeBron. Maybe next year they might be better depending on whatever cheat code moves they can make. But I really do think that the Lakers is thinking about the next 5 years, right, of Luka in his 20s, in his prime. That's what they're looking at. LeBron will be gone. That's fine. But you can build that. That's a cornerstone piece, and it's LA. So they're going to get another star like a Wemby. Don't be surprised, Wemby or somebody like that. Go Jokic. Don't be surprised.
Don't be surprised.
So.
Another thing,
But a good for Ainge though. Good for Ainge. We got
good for Ainge. I'm happy he actually good for Ainge. I actually felt bad for him. I actually felt bad for him. That's saying.
I know. It's messed up. It was messed up.
Yeah, the Knicks trade, you got a defensive point. I was looking at highlights of Dylan Wright today, actually. I read
okay.
Reviews on him. He's a good locker room guy. He sets the veteran presence. He's not having a bad year, but not having a great year at the same time from shooting the ball. But the one thing he gives you, and Tibbs spoke about it today, he's a good, solid point guard veteran. He's a locker room guy.
Facts.
And he gives you defense. Right
Facts.
now, a lot of people don't like to admit it. The Knicks bench right now is all defense. We can
tell them about it. Go ahead.
All defense wins championships. Offense wins you games. Defense
Facts.
will win you championships.
Facts.
That is a lesson that was passed down to me as time goes on. Even if I don't play basketball, we all know defense wins championships.
Yep. No, I agree. And I think that, Delon Wright, I think he's 6'5" too, right? Let me get his height up on the screen. I think he's 6'5".
Yeah.
I like height,
You get a point guard that's 6'5".
He said he could play two guard if you need him. He's somebody who you could throw out there. He's a veteran. He's been around. And, Jericho Sims wasn't giving you nothing. So to all the people talking about, oh, my God, you traded a 25-year-old. Somebody put it up on the channel today. Oh, you traded a 25-year-old for a 35-year-old. And I'm like, bro, that 25-year-old was not going to do nothing. Like, I'm sorry.
I want
You
the
know,
Bucks to do good for Sims. I hope the Bucks can unlock that potential. I really
I don't know if he'll get time. I don't know if unless they get injury, I don't know if he'll get time.
But if you're the Knicks right now, you should be happy. If you're a Knicks fan, you should be happy that the Knicks did not make any other moves. You should be happy
Facts.
that they didn't go for any fantasy trade. You really should be happy
Facts.
about that. Because if this was the old Knicks front office, we would have went after almost any other superstar.
Man, OG would have been gone. Bridges would have. First of all, you wouldn't even had those guys if this was the old regime. So like, we can't even say that. Let's be real. Oh man,
You should be happy the Knicks did not make any major moves.
That's a fact.
If I'm Leon Rose, I'm pretty sure saying I'm gonna get Mitch back. OG's gonna get healthy in the next few weeks. I'm not making no moves.
That's a fact. It's funny. Like our conversations on this show each week, we've been talking about not making a move, the value that we have. And look, you see it. Leon Rose, he feels the same way because if he didn't, he would, trust me, somebody would have been out of there. One of these guys would have been out of there. But we believe in our bench now. Now that you see the 9-man rotation, even though technically he didn't play a 9-man rotation the last game because Shaman didn't get in the game. But when Mitch gets back, for sure it's going to be a 9-man rotation.
Yeah.
For sure.
And Okapor's getting minutes. We've had a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of, but we've seen glimpses of what he can be like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy Tibbs finally gave him burn. If there was one rookie that should have gotten burned last month, it was Okafor. I'm sorry.
Facts. Big facts.
Forget
Big
about
facts.
Kolik. Forget about Pacome Dadier. Forget about any other rookie. Okafor should have gotten those minutes.
Yep. From the start.
That will be the one thing I will criticize Tibbs on. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Tibbs. Kill me, for God's sakes.
No, there's nothing wrong with criticizing Tibbs. Now, the fired Tibbs people, y'all a little too extreme for me, Trevor. Not to call nobody. To call you out, Trevor. Yeah, you're a little too extreme for me. But I'm glad that he's getting the light. I said it on the channel. This is why I like doing the videos. It's all documented. I said before the season started, Ariel should be the backup over Sims. I wasn't hating on Sims. Once they had him out there, I was like, okay, let's give him a shot, before we take him out. But I always wanted Ariel. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy. You know what sealed Sims' fate? Regardless, you want to know what sealed Sims' fate? When Scotty Barnes got locked up.
Facts.
When Scotty Barnes got locked up, that sealed Sims' fate.
Facts. I had to go back and watch that game. Like I said in the Discord server, I was like, oh, I thought the game was over. I was like, damn, they came back. So yeah. Salute to Ariel for that. He did a great job. Definitely did a great job. Because Bridges, I felt like was too small a little bit for him. I just felt like Bridges didn't have the body mass to prevent him from doing them little mid-range post-ups. Yeah. So I put a big guy on him, took away all of that, because I don't think Scotty Barnes is that good off the dribble creating, trying to get by guys and stuff like that. His game is like to really overwhelm you, overpower you, use his athleticism. He's not really a shot creating type, one-on-one dribble type dude. Yeah, he can get his own shot. But that's not when he,
to be in a playoff rotation, though.
No.
Too much. I think that's too much pressure on him.
Yeah. No, he won't be there.
Anything, develop him. I would say put him in the Boston game coming up. I would say put him in the Boston game. Let him develop in the regular season. But he's going to play tomorrow because you don't got OG and Sims is gone, so you got no choice but to play. And Mitch is not ready yet. We've officially know who's the backup center.
Yeah. Until Mitch gets back, yep, he's going to be there.
We officially know who's the backup center for right now. And you know what? Good for Ariel. I'm actually happy. Because Ariel's been on a bench, and you heard Jalen say it. You know when Jalen and Tibbs speak highly of you, you know you made it. You made
Facts.
it. Especially Tibbs, because Tibbs said some good stuff about Ariel today. He said freshers were good. Ariel was good. Jalen Brunson said it in the Toronto post-game cast. He's been wanting to go ever since he was on the bench. He's been raring to
Yep.
go.
Yep. That's a fact. Man, you can't even be mad at what we are now. Yeah, in the past we all got things we could say, but right now getting Mitch back, boy,
And
this
OG back
is
soon.
getting OG back. Like I told y'all, hey, didn't I tell you guys? Salute to you guys that watched the pod on Monday. I said all that day-to-day stuff, that is nonsense. Okay? That is nonsense. The brother will be out a couple of weeks, and thank God we got All-Star break. So that's gonna help. I don't expect to see
I
him
was
back
actually
until
happy
after
he was
All-Star break.
out foot sprain. I was really happy.
Yeah, that's all you. Listen, let the brother rest. He played 49 straight games. That's a big deal. That right there needs to be celebrated. I did not know OG Anunoby would go that many games without an injury, man. Like, salute to him. So I'm happy that, it's mild. Give him some time to rest, recharge, and he'll come back, towards the end of the month.
And Deuce is looking like his old self again. He's starting to percolate as well.
Yes. Hamstring. I think the hammy is feeling better. I think the hammy, because the one breakout game he had, I can't remember who that was. He was killing. I just felt like he was just running. That was Memphis? Yeah, I just felt like, he had so much energy. Like he was just running like Super Mario Bros. You know how you get the the flower or the star, and now you like that's how I felt Deuce was. I'm like, man, Deuce is really like he's turning it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, that hammy is feeling good. It's feeling good. So
the same thing. Trust said the same thing. He had a mental problem with that hammy, and he said it himself. He was like, "Listen, I was not playing myself because of the hammy. Now that the hammy's better, I'm back." And we see it too. Precious is starting for OG, and let me tell you something. Precious has been doing a really good job. That double big lineup with Cat. I like the defense with that lineup.
Hold on, whoa. You said the double big lineup with who?
Double big lineup?
With who?
Precious and Cat. I like that lineup.
Hey, y'all in the chat, y'all got to give me my props. I was the one that said I wanted Precious to start from day one. I was the one that said that before the season started. Before the season, I said, the best lineup to me is Precious starting with OG and Bridges. Of course, this was before Hart became Hart, the starter. I was like, Precious got to start. You got to start him. And now look at the way he looks. His position is power forward. That's why I let, OG, go ahead, go relax. Get right. Let Precious get the run so Coach Tibbs could see, oh, man, this dude at power forward, I got to use him more and put OG at the 3. That's what I'm hoping for.
When OG comes back, I think that's the lineup they go for now.
You think so?
I think that's the lineup they're going to go for now. I think there's going to be a switch in the lineup.
I wouldn't be mad.
You can't deny that.
You can't deny it. You can't deny it.
He is a fool. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
If he denies that lineup, he's a fool. You've heard it here. Because that
Listen, man.
Gold.
Listen, man. Just in case Tibbs listen to this, I put the disclaimer up, Yuri. Just in case Tibbs listening. Go ahead. I don't mean to stop you. Go ahead.
Because that lineup, the 3-point defense on that lineup was beautiful.
Nah, facts. It was.
You had people switching.
Yeah.
Every time
it looked good.
Closing out on the 3-point line. If you want 3-point defense, you have it with that lineup.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Mikel thrived in that lineup on defense.
Yeah. How do you feel about this?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm not saying that, but all right, this is kind of out there. This is an out there thought. And then I'm gonna let you get your final words so I can keep in here. How do you feel about this lineup? You put Deuce out there with Mikel, Brunson, Precious, and Mitch to kind of acclimate Hart to the bench role. Put Deuce out there. The only reason why I'm saying that, I love the way he defends the point guard. I love the way he defends the point guard position. I'm not sure. How do you feel about that?
Don't remove Hart from the starting lineup. He's your energy. He's your guy.
Okay.
That's
I take that.
But I'm gonna hop off this call when you get Keith.
Okay.
Hey, keep back
And
on.
I get you back up too. I just got to figure out the conference call. So if you want to come back, I get you back. There's no issues.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
All
So I
right.
can talk to Keith and stuff. All right, I'm gonna
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, y'all. That was Yuri. Keep the calls coming. Keith, I'm about to call you back. 646-995-8389. This is the Knicks Call Up Show. Salute to everybody in the building. I appreciate all the support. Definitely subscribe if you're not subscribed, and hit the like button. By the way, to all of the channel members, please join the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. Check the membership section. It's in there. I'll post another link after this show. Hello, Keith. How's it going, my brother?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, nothing much, man. I'm feeling good. Post-trade deadline. I don't really care about no move none of these guys make, man. How do you talk to me? Am I too optimistic? Let me know. Let me have it. What's up?
I don't think so. I think you and I feel pretty much the same way. The DeAndre Hunter move to Cleveland was a very good move for them for the regular season. It still doesn't, in my opinion, do anything as far as matchups as it relates to the Knicks, because I think you were pretty on point with your description as far as Hunter can only guard one guy. And one thing that we've seen more and more, I guess really since the Atlanta game where Trey kind of pissed Mikhail off a little bit, where he started taking him in the post. Ever since that game, Mikhail has actually been a little bit more aggressive in the post with smaller defenders. I don't know if many have noticed that, but when he's been guarded by a smaller defender since that game, Tibbs is kind of, or Jalen has sent him down to the post, and he's taking advantage of the smaller defenders. I don't like the fadeaway as much, especially against the
he does it.
He
does it a lot. He does that a lot. Oh.
I do like the fact that he's taking advantage of smaller defenders.
Oh yes.
And if no matter who's guarding, hell, I've watched Kevin. I've watched Hunter down here his whole career in Atlanta. He can't guard Jalen Brunson anyway. So it really, I don't think they got him thinking that he's going to really do too much man to man or individually on Jalen Brunson. If they did, that's even more in our favor, because I've sat back and watched him cook Hunter, for the last 2 seasons here in Atlanta. So they couldn't stop him. The only reason they slowed him down is Dyson Daniels, who is legit. But
there you go.
He ain't Dyson Daniels, so it's not going to change the matchups any way, shape, form, or fashion. And I've been saying since before the season started, and immediately after, when we got our team the way it was built with Leon's vision with Cat and Mikhail, you don't move Mitch. You let Mitch come back, and all the wear and tear and the mismatches and everything falls into play. Achua is not a 5. He is a 4 that can give you some minutes at the 5. He is not a 5. When Mitch comes back, we only need him for about 25 games through the regular season. We need him for 25 minutes a game maximum during the playoffs. He's not going to get all the back-to-backs. He's not going to get all of that, the regular season wear and tear. Give him these last 25 to 30 some odd games, less than 30 games, so say 25 games, to get himself in shape, get himself his timing back, because he's a big man. He's been off for, damn near a year now. No. Give him those 30 regular season games to get himself together and be on point for the playoffs. And as soon as he comes back, you get no more minutes at 5, no more precious Achua minutes at the 5. He slides down the 4. It allows all the wings to get breaks, because when he comes in, one of the wings can sit. It all rotates, and before you know it, come playoff time, we got these same guys averaging 38 minutes will be down to 34 minutes come playoff time. And then when the playoff time comes, the rotation shortens, as it inevitably does, because come playoff time, there's 3 men that's going to get any minutes off the bench, any real minutes. Precious, Deuce, and Mitch.
And that's fine.
Shannon
That's
will get
fine.
spot minutes depending on what it is, and the same as Payne.
Yep.
There's only 3 players that's going to be in every playoff game off the bench. Those
big
3.
facts.
Everybody else is going to be situational.
You on the money, man. And let me chime in real quickly on some of the things you talked about, and then we'll continue. First off, you sound like the objective Knicks fan, man. Meet the new objective Knicks fan, Keith. Every week, man, you beat this it's like you're reading my mind, bro. Everything you said, I completely 100%. That's why I laugh. Like Dusty, me and him text every day, boy. And let me tell you something. It gets brutal in there because he's a Cavs apologist. He's like, "Oh, did you see that Hunter trade?" So I asked him the question. I said, "So okay, with this new lineup with Hunter, Garland, Mitchell, Mobley, Allen, who's guarding Jalen Brunson?" I want to know who is guarding Jalen Brunson. And he did not answer that text.
Because he can't.
And also, look, the Cavs messed up. They did not need an offensive player. Hunter is an offensive bucket getter. That's what he's become off the bench, 6-man type of dude for Atlanta. And he's solid. I'm not saying he's not a bad pickup. I'm just saying, let me tell you guys the reason why he signed, why they traded for him, I mean. The reason why they traded for him is, I'm not sure if you guys saw that Boston Cavs game and you saw how Jaylen Brown was posting everybody up and they had nobody for Jaylen Brown. He was posting all of them up.
Yep.
Strus, LeVert, whoever, all was getting posted up. They couldn't do nothing with him. That's why they did the trade, because they felt like, oh, we got to get somebody with size to deal with Jalen Brunson. To deal with Jaylen Brown. But that's what I was going to say. You forgot about Jalen Brunson. You did not get nobody to deal with that brother, okay? Now, that brother is a whole nother different problem. And then you add Mikal Bridges, right? You add OG Anunoby also taking advantage of that small lineup too. Remember, OG posting dudes up too. He's trying to take you to the basket. You put somebody, you go ahead and put Darius Garland on OG Anunoby and see what's going to happen.
Straight to the
right?
Straight.
There you go. And then also Yuri said something that he thinks that Coach Tibbs might stick with Precious at the 4.
I don't think
if he does that,
I don't think he's going to start Precious.
Probably not. But if he does do that, it makes the matchups even worse for Cleveland, because now Garland and Mitch, there's no soft touches at all.
Now, see,
and you can't hide them.
Here's the one thing that we may disagree with on that. I agree with the logic. I just don't think I don't think the players will be the same. I think if we get matched up and he goes with a size for size thing against Cleveland, I think we know Tibbs loves Mitch. And we have living proof of what Mitch does to Cleveland.
Okay, you're going to put Mitch out there.
I think he'll start Mitch against Cleveland and move Cat to the 5. And that would be the only change if Josh comes off the bench.
Right, yeah, same difference. Same difference.
That's
same difference.
If they make that kind of change for Cleveland, which I think would be an excellent idea to do if we run into Cleveland, just to keep that matchup in under control. Again, with a healthy Mitch, there's nobody. Then you have 2 utter mismatches against Cleveland. You still have JB, and we have the ace in the hole grenade, which is Mitchell Robinson, who's go grab
Mitchell.
He's already done it.
And yo, check this out. To add to what you're saying, right? And why I wouldn't mind it. Did you see I'm not sure if you guys saw the Celtics game. Oh, wait, hold on real quickly. By the way, salute to Maxine for getting another membership. I'm not sure who got the membership. But I see Maxine bought a membership package. So salute to whoever got the membership. I'm not sure if it was on Dios. If it was you on Dios, salute to you. But I appreciate you guys. And also, I got to give a big time salute to Still Knicks fans in the building. I will be on Still Knicks fans this Monday. All right, at 9:00 for the Still Knicks fans weekly show. So salute to Still Knicks fans. I'm glad to see you in the building. If that's you, Ron, salute, man. And I'm definitely take care of that health. Yeah. So, but I will be on there on Monday. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be lit. And you know what? Let me put the schedule up real quickly, Keith, and then we get back to rolling so that everybody can see, because this is a good segue now that he's here. So tomorrow we will be right back here, guys, 8:30, okay, for the live play-by-play against the Celtics. Listen, guys, I got an update. I got cable now. So now I will be in real time. No more delays. So you watch the game with me. We're going to be at the same time. So I'm happy for that, okay? Yeah, I was dealing with this cable all day today, man. So it's all set up. It's ready to go for tomorrow. So that's tomorrow. We're going to be doing that. And, of course, Monday we got the podcast at 6. Still Knicks fans Monday at 9. And then the next call-up show will be Thursday next week. The only reason why I'm switching the day, Thursday this week, because Valentine's Day is Friday. Hey, man, look, I got to take the, that's come on, man. I can't do a show on Friday night. So we're going, for 1 week only, we'll be doing the next call-up show next Thursday at 9. Only because it's Valentine's Day on Friday. And I got plans. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I would love to do the show, but I got plans, man.
You're a young man. You're supposed to have plans on Valentine's Day.
There you go. There you go. So, yeah.
I'm 54 years old, been married for over 20 years.
Oh, God bless.
Valentine's Day don't have the same kick it used to have.
Yeah, I got you. I got you, brother. But, yeah, so that's why I won't be doing the show next Friday. Trust me, I would love to do it, guys. But, Thursday we going to rock out. And Friday we got plans. Oh, by the way, salute to Big Dog Talk Sports. I will be doing his channel, too, on, I believe that's the 18th. I think that's a Tuesday night. We're doing a night show, and we're going to be talking about the NBA update. So I'll let you guys know as that date approaches as well. But definitely salute to Big Dog Talk Sports in the building. Salute to everybody. This is the Knicks Call-Up Show, by the way. You guys feel free to call up, talk to me with Keith and Yuri. He'll be back on the line soon, too, 646-995-8389. So, yeah, we just talking about the trade deadline. And listen, man, whatever you guys want to say, if you guys got smoke for me, Keith, or you guys got smoke for Coach Tibbs, Leon Rose, I don't know, smoke with the Indiana Pacers, I don't know, call up. This is the show to let it out and speak your mind, voice your opinion. So, I'm not sure. We was talking about Cleveland, right? Yeah, go ahead. I was coming back to you.
DeLon West. He played down here in Atlanta. So I got the chance to watch him for like a season and a half, I believe it was. A little over more than one season. And I realized this was like maybe 3 seasons ago, I believe. Back when I got to watch him play up close, I realized, man, he's a hell of a defender. He's solid. Top-notch defender on ball and on-ball defender. He is top-notch. And I didn't realize how good he was until I was watching something, and they put a stat out there that since 2015 or since 2017 or what have you. Now, obviously, he doesn't get 30 minutes a game like a starter, but he's in the like 98th percentile in defensive turnover rating and things of that nature.
That's good.
Again, you made a comment earlier about the common denominator of our bench. All of them play D, and bringing in a player like DeLon West, I think if it affects anybody, it's probably going to be Shamet. If it affects anyone in the rotation, it will more than likely be Shamet. But I was saying all that just to say that I could actually see West getting some situational minutes. You know what I mean? The maybe 5-6 minutes here and there, whatever. I could actually see him getting some of those minutes towards the end of the season. And Tibbs pretty much, he doesn't have a lot of secrets. Towards the end of the season, you're going to absolutely know what the rotation is, because those are the guys that are going to be playing, period. If you're the 9th man on the bench or the 10th man on the bench, we're absolutely going to know it, because the last 4-5 games of the season, we ain't going to see you, especially if they're fighting for playoff position.
Facts. No, you on the money.
That's just how Tibbs has been since his first head coaching job. He's been the same.
Yeah, and if I could add on real quickly, like when we talk about the Knicks bench, right? This is what we were saying earlier on. These guys were hurt. They were banged up. I mean, now you're getting guys back, right? Now we got 12 guys with Mitch and OG when he gets there. We got 12 guys that Coach Tibbs can trust. And whether it be spot situations, to start if you need to. We got 12 guys now the 9-man rotation, right? The typical 9-man rotation, which would be Mitch, Precious, Campaign, Deuce. Then you got Shamet. Then you got Delonte. Then you got Ariel. That's 12 guys.
12 guys
that you have now that can fill in spots. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
They don't have to play the whole quarter, but if they can come in and play 3-4 minutes in a spot, that's really all you want. That's all you need.
Bingo.
Get in there long enough. Hey, JB's got 3 fouls. We need you to take these last 2 minutes of the first half because JB can't afford to get that 4th foul. We're up 4. Make sure we ain't down 6 by the time halftime comes. That's all we need you for. I think you were 100% right when you said earlier that that the defense on the Knicks bench, the defense on the Knicks bench was gonna pick up more and more towards the end of the season. And I agree with that 100%. And we're gonna see it. The players, you said earlier that the bench would be towards the end of the season one of the best benches in the league, and that's what the people will be saying. And you're right, and you already said the reason why. This is the first time all season we've had a healthy bench. Once Mitch and OG come back, it's the first time all season we've had a healthy bench.
Facts.
None of those guys getting 20 minutes a game. We're supposed to be getting 20 minutes a game.
Exactly. And then look at the minutes already going down for the most part.
Yeah.
And OG's still out. So, guys, y'all got to relax, yo. The minutes police. Salute to my brother who always in the chat that something the minutes police is his name. I can't remember. But salute to that brother, man. I like him. But yeah, we gotta relax, man. Like it's a long season. And you, like you said, maybe Coach Tiz was thinking like how you were thinking earlier. Remember, you said you like giving these guys minutes; they can gel, good chemistry, right?
Was the weakness, the underbelly of our season. That was the point where we were playing night after night. Orlando, Washington. We had the first 10 games was rough because we had 7 out of the first 10 was all against playoff teams. But the whole month of December, bro, was against. Orlando was the toughest team we had in the entire month, pretty much. Bingo. Everybody else was the Washingtons and the Philadelphias that are broken, and Charlottes and all of those guys. And
we played a lot of those guys.
What better time? I think I described them as like an organized scrimmage. What better time to play your starters 38, 40 minutes is against a team that you know, this is how you get better. Go on to play them against the teams that really can't hurt you too bad. But give you a nice run. Get your sweat up. Get your cardio up. And learn how to play it. If we shoot 30%, no problem. We've been working on that particular play all game anyway because it's been an organized scrimmage.
There you go. And then, eventually, like, your team is good enough to just outgun them down the stretch. Even if their defense is not there, it's just the offensive firepower is just so much.
At the end of the game, if it's still close in the fourth quarter, Tibbs can pretty much say, okay, JB, just y'all go ahead.
Y'all know what to do.
We've been working on this particular play set for 3 quarters. All right, they still within 6. Go ahead and let's finish this game off. And come the playoffs, we're going to be playing, maybe in the first round we may get, depending on who we match up against or whatever, we may get a favorable seed. But when we get to the contenders, there's not one of them that we're going to see that has rookies getting any sort of real playing time.
Big
and
facts.
There's not one of them whose core hasn't been together at least 2 seasons. Not one.
There you go. Not one. Good point. Great point. And so we had to do double the work to get that same level of camaraderie. And so maybe that's what Tips, just trying to get the chemistry. Yep. And then this year kind of is like, to me, even though maybe not, it's like the inverse of what happened last year. Last year, we got banged up towards the end of the season. Right. But this year I felt like we had a lot of our bench was pretty much done the whole, the whole beginning of the season. We had like half a bench. So now we gonna be full healthy. And if we do get injuries, we got those 12 guys. So now you just pull from that, pull from the pool. Okay, this person goes down, Ariel steps up. Okay, this person goes down, Delonte steps. That's just the way we are now. And trust me, like I said, man,
I think
it's going to look great.
Outside of him, I think we could lose any other starter and still be okay. JB would be the one starter I don't think we could lose, especially with Mitch coming back healthy.
Right. Yeah, Mitch is the Towns. Right. He's the Towns insurance policy. Back.
Because we already know how to win with Mitch. We did it. In the past, we were the most inefficient offense in the league, but still had a top 5 offense 2 seasons ago because Mitch was having 4.5 offensive rebounds a game.
Bingo. You hitting it on the nail.
We could sustain any injury to the starting 5 outside of Jalen Brunson.
Outside of JB. Yep. Even though, I feel like you got a lot more point guards in your depth chart, but they're not gonna provide what JB provides. You lose JB, that's a big downgrade. Yep. But Key, did you turn your background up? I heard a little echo. Is that me?
Yeah, I had to turn it down because it got silent on my end where I couldn't hear you talking. I saw your mouth moving on the screen, but I couldn't hear you talking. So I just made sure I was still connected. I turned it back down now.
Oh, okay. But you can hear me though, right? You can hear me?
Let's see, I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you anymore. But I know what I did. Say, and I done hogged up a lot of time. I've been on 21 minutes now, so I'm gonna go ahead and
you can hear me now.
Now I can. Hear me now? Now I can. Yeah, I
muted it. My fault. I muted it.
Okay. All
right. But yeah, I'm gonna get some more people up. Keith, feel free to call back up if you want to.
All right,
and we'll keep the show moving. By the way,
be safe.
I salute to Keith, man. That was Keith in the building. From the ATL. By the way, salute to Maxine gifting away memberships. Man, Maxine, I mean, Yuri's now a member. Finesse J is now a member. Own Dios is now a member. Salute. I appreciate that, Maxine. You doing the membership blitz. Salute, Yuri. You back on?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
You good.
Yeah, I would like to pick up a few things that Keith said. He's right about the Cleveland game, especially with the DeAndre Hunter.
Right.
I see Cleveland as a potential threat in a regular season. I think in the playoffs, I think that DeAndre Hunter trade is going to come back to bite him.
Let's go.
I'm going to tell you why. He's not a defensive closeout on the 3-point line.
No.
They did not fix that issue. Their defense right now sucks from the 3-point line.
Exactly. And the perimeter defense to me is just straight suspect.
If you're the Knicks and you see them in a playoff, I'm telling them you shoot the 3 ball. I don't care if it goes in. I don't care if it wins out. You keep shooting from the 3 ball.
Facts.
Because if they're going to leave you open and they're not even going to try to defend the 3-point line, you got to outshoot them. That's the same way you beat Boston. You got to outshoot Boston. You got to outshoot Cleveland. That's the only way you win.
Yep. And we're top 5 in 3-point percentage, top 6. So we're still a prolific team in 3-point shooting. So, we definitely will have our moments when we're knocking them down. I definitely agree. Hold on real quickly. We got a lot of support in the chat. I got to salute these messages up before we continue, man. Oh, by the way, salute to you. Congrats on becoming a member, Yuri. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Salute to you, man. I saw that. And salute the Knicks will be chance. He says when teams go 11 or 10 deep in the playoffs is because they haven't developed chemistry. Philly started going deep in the bench when it was too late. That's a good point, Knicks will be chance. If you playing 10 to 12 guys in the playoffs, your chemistry. Where's your chemistry? And also salute to Finesse Food J. He was gifted a membership. He was gifting some memberships.
We're gifting memberships out here like it's nobody.
I see, man. I appreciate all the new memberships. By the way, to all the new members that just joined, I got some details in the membership section. Make sure you guys get inside that Knicks Tape Madness Discord server, man. Is lit. We be having Yuri's in there now. We be having some good conversations, man. I'm trying to get it trying to get it more more active, more people in the community. There's a lot of members. They just don't sign up for the Discord. So we got to get y'all guys in there, man. Salute to everybody. Yo, guys, I appreciate the support, man. All y'all support helps the channel grow. You know, like I said, I'm upgrading my studio. You know, now I'm gonna be real time when the game is live. So yeah, let's keep it going, man. I do appreciate it.
By the way, that means I don't have to carry your stream again. Thank God.
Thank you, Yuri. Salute to you. Oh, Keith, just hit the join button. By the way, I'm not sure how it looks on the phone, but let me see. It should be a join button right underneath the video footage. Like, so where the chat is, it should be like around there, like in between those 2 points. Let me see if I could get, I probably can't do it because I'm already a member already. So I can't even Keith, do it for you, but
there should be a member. I remember going through it. There should be like a 3 dots that says you should be able to join.
Right, you should be able to join. Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna hold real quick. My dad's calling me. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. No problem. I'm gonna talk to the people, y'all, man. Salute to everybody, man, for rocking with the Knicks Call Up Show. Feel free to call up 646-995-8389. Voice your opinion. We could talk about the deadline. We could talk about tomorrow's Celtics game. Like I said, we're gonna be watching the game together tomorrow. It's gonna be lit. Hopefully, I got you guys in the building with me tomorrow. This is the upcoming programming schedule, so you guys will know what's going on. And like I said, I also put this in the community section. So I can't wait for tomorrow's game. I think we could win tomorrow's game. I know y'all might be like, oh, we don't got OG. It's the mighty, mighty Boston Celtics. I saw the game when they lost to the Mavericks in Boston, and the Mavericks did not have 3 starters. Boston can be beat, y'all. I'm telling you, like, yes, they're a great team. Yes, they're the favorites. Yes, they're the former champs. You know, I got to salute them for that. But at the same time, I'm telling you guys right now, I see the vulnerabilities. The one weakness they got, I'm going to tell you right now, Holiday is out. He was out for that game. He's going to be out tomorrow too. So no Holiday, right? So they go with the, their best 6, right? Where Al Horford is he's in the mix for the 6. So they start Horford with Porzingis, Tatum, Brown, and White. Here's the problem. They protect KP and Horford from, screen and rolls. They do a good job shielding them because they're suspect. They can't, KP, pick and roll defense, forget about it. He's food. Al Horford is food on defense. I mean, yeah, he's just straight food, right? So there's some opportunities to attack Al Horford and KP, right? There's less protection. It's easy to protect one player. You can't protect 2 players. And let me tell you something. Them Dallas Maverick guards, Max Christie, forget Kyrie, Max Christie, Najee Marshall, who was the other brother? Dante Exum, who else? All these dudes was putting in work. They all had like 15 or more. They were all pulling. They had like 2 dudes off the bench with like 20. All guards. Max Christie, all these guys. Klay Thompson was on fire. He was on fire. So I'm telling you, man, Boston, they're not as invincible. Like some of you guys be thinking these guys is tough. Oh, I got Yuri back. Hey, Yuri.
Yeah, I'm back. I heard you were talking about Boston. Yeah. Boston
yeah. We talking about Boston.
Really bad loss to the Mavericks.
Did you see it?
I did. I actually watched highlights, but that was bad.
Man.
You want to talk bad? I thought we had a blowout. I thought the OKC loss against the Knicks was bad.
That's a bad loss. Yeah.
But
that's
I will
bad
say,
loss.
We're not beating Boston if we don't cover the 3-point line well. That's what worries me.
Yeah. I mean, you got to defend the 3 ball.
I'm going to give credit to Boston where credit's due. They are a good team.
As I said, they're the favorites. They're definitely the favorites. Yeah.
But I'm letting you know right now, if Boston loses in the playoffs, you expect that team to get blown up.
Oh, man, do you see they selling the team? You see the ownership?
I think so. If they lose, if they lose, that you got to sell the team. You're way over the 3rd apron.
Man, what? They're so far in the luxury tax, boy. I mean, forget about it.
And here's the thing too, we're below the second apron still.
Facts. Still.
I think that's the one thing out of that trade deadline that I'm happy about. We made no moves. I'm happy we didn't make any moves. You didn't have to make any moves. You really didn't. You have
Facts.
Mikal. You have Mikal. You have OG. You have Mitch coming back. Even though OG's, injured right now. But I'm expecting him to be back after the All-Star break.
Yeah. That's what I want. I don't want him to come back before then. We don't need him to rush nothing. Let him take his time. We got Precious. Precious can hold down the power forward spot. Let Precious live. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it.
I think you go with the Precious lineup for tomorrow.
Yeah, no, we got to. Yeah, there's no OG. That's the lineup. And I think, like I said, you got to attack. I'm confident that Precious can attack Horford. Whether it's pick and roll, whether it's just him getting some ahead of steam, whether it's him cutting from the dunkers, he's going to attack. I see it. He's playing with confidence, even with the starters. He's getting his opportunities. He's not like Jericho. He's the opposite of Jericho Sims. Let me do something. He's bingo. Yo, you said it the best, better than I could said it. Making his opportunities count. So that's going to be the key to the game. Yes, the 3-point defense. But I'm looking at the game logs right now. The Celtics haven't been shooting that great from three recently. I mean, they're up and down. So against Dallas, they shot
up and down right now.
Yeah, they shot 40. Yeah, right. They shot 43% against Dallas in a losing effort, by the way. But that's smoke and mirrors. They were shooting well below in the 30s. It's just that they had a crazy fourth quarter run. When the bench came in, that's when Boston started hitting. Like they've been on a barrage of shooting threes. This is why you got to watch the game, because when you're just looking at stats, like it don't really tell you the picture. But this is how Boston's been shooting from three. Like it's kind of like hit or miss, up and down.
Yeah.
35% against Cleveland, even though they won. So they shoot 35%, but they won, right? Then they shoot 42%. And they've been shooting good when they're winning, but when they're losing, boy, it's definitely in the 30s and under. They chuck it up like it's crazy. And look, they shooting. Look, they want to get the 53s, but they haven't been getting the 53s in recent games. The last time they got 53s was against when they beat Dallas this time. This was back in on the 25th of January. So yeah, Boston ain't shooting it like that. Yo, listen, y'all. I'm telling you, man. I watched the game. I think that Boston. I think we could get them tomorrow, man. I think it could happen. Now,
if you get to, this is what I'm saying. I've said this to many fans today. If you win without OG against Boston, not only is that a signature win, but you prove to the league that you're a threat.
Facts.
You prove to the league that you ought to be taken seriously. Like Shaq said, they don't have any signature wins on their belt. We've beaten Sacramento. We've beaten Memphis. We've beaten Denver. We swept Denver, actually, for your information. And we're getting more signature wins. How much do we have to prove that we're an actual threat in the NBA?
There you go. I mean, look, like we don't have no signature wins, but we got at least 2 or 3 during this stretch. And I didn't get a chance to do the Knicks in 10 show, by the way, guys. I'm going to try to get that done. Because there's some interesting stats during this little 10-game stretch that I gotta share with you guys. But yeah, it's looking good. I mean, we're trending upwards. Like, yeah, it's definitely a trending upwards. Like, don't let that Laker game get you down. That's one game.
That Laker game did get me down a little bit, though. It did.
Yeah, I understand. Because we're human, and we thought we were gonna win. I mean, we were so confident, Yuri. We came on the live like, hey man, this is a blowout. We shutting it down.
Yeah,
I gotta watch boxing.
I remember that. I ate my words that day.
Yep. So
but you know what?
It's all good.
I'm keeping my mouth shut from now on.
Okay, that's a good way to be. Yeah, stay level-headed. Stay level. Like I'm saying, we could be Boston. I'm not saying we are going to be Boston.
I really thought it was a blowout game because even with LeBron, I didn't. But then again, I was like, it's LeBron. He's gonna go off for 40. So I was like, let me shut up. Before, and I was like, then again, it's LeBron.
It's LeBron.
But here's the thing, though. A lot of people don't want to admit it. OG had LeBron clamped up before,
and he got hurt. And he got hurt. Not to say that's the reason we lost, but he did get hurt. He didn't finish the game.
He didn't finish the game.
Who knows what happens if he finished?
If there was a game chance to make a defensive player of the year candidate, that was the game. But OG got injured.
He got it.
You know what? Fine, whatever. I'll take my losses.
Moving on. We take the loss. Yeah, we take the loss. I mean, we won like 5 games before that. We won 2 games after that. So hey, you can't be perfect. I take 7-1 any day.
I'll take 7-1. Josh Hart's been shooting horrible from 3. I'll expect Josh Hart to clean that up as time goes on.
Yo, man, it's peaks and valleys during the season, man. It's 82 games.
Cat had a good start. Now he's peaking in value. And I want to talk about the injury thing real quick.
Go ahead.
If this was Minnesota Cat, Minnesota Cat gets the surgery. This is New York Knicks Cat. What I mean by that is,
I like that.
Minnesota Cat gets the surgery and he comes back for playoffs. But most of the team is gonna not like him for that because he took the easy way out. New York Cat is taking it by the chin. He's like, listen, I don't want to leave my teammates behind. I don't want to leave Jalen Brunson behind. I don't want to leave Josh behind. I don't want to leave OG behind. This is the culture we Knicks fans built up for them. This is the culture we expect. You have an injury? Can you play? Go out there and play. A lot of people think that's Tibbs' fault. I'm like, no, that's not Tibbs' fault. If Cat wants to play, he's going to play. And
there you go.
That's the culture.
But you know why, though? You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's tough. Because he's tough. He's not soft. Go ahead. I just want to throw that in there. I just want to throw that in there.
But, with Cat and the injury, right? I respect Cat for just trying to play a lot through it. He's posting people up with this bone chip in his thumb. Like, he's doing a lot better in a post than he is from that 3-point line. I don't see nobody talking about that.
And you don't really see him wincing like that. You don't see him like, you don't really see that. I haven't really noticed much of that. Not to say that he never does it.
As time went on. I think that's
it's what it is that the pain it's not unbearable if there is pain. Like, it's not to the point where it's like, sometimes you might have some, little remnants of something's there, but it's not enough to really impact you. So all the people that are saying he should have surgery, no, that's not even recommended at this point in time. Nor was it ever. You can't. It's like, why would you stop now? Right? Yeah, you could get it. Right. If he needs it in the offseason, he can get it. Yeah, right. Because it is a chip, but at the same time, it's not to the point where it's diminishing his game completely. Maybe he goes from 42% from 3 to 37%. I still take it. That 37%, it means something. And like you said, he's posting up. So, is there anybody that you're concerned about? Is there anybody you're concerned about that may have made a move or, how you feel about Hunter? Did we talk about Hunter?
We did. I've said my part about Hunter. I've said that.
Oh, you said, okay.
3-point shooter. He's not a good 3-point defender.
Okay. What about Milwaukee? Did we talk about Milwaukee? Kuzma?
I think Milwaukee's done.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like a lot of teams that made these trades are desperate to catch up to us. Because the reason why I say it is Milwaukee's trying to catch up. Miami's trying to catch up. Every single team is trying to catch up to us right now.
Right.
And if you understand why they're trying to catch up to us, we're the 3rd seed. And look who there's a lot of bad matchups that these teams do not want to face.
Exactly.
But if you're the Knicks, you should be happy you're the 3rd seed right now.
I want to stay there if we can't move up.
If
we can move up, I'm moving up. But I'm just saying, like, I don't mind settling there.
I don't think we can get up to the 1st seed. To be honest with you,
maybe not the 1st seed, but the 2nd seed, yeah.
The 2nd seed you can get. You can get the 2nd seed.
And you need that home court against Boston in that 2nd round. You need it.
So
like, you need that.
If I'm the Knicks, I aim for the 2nd seed before the season's over. You don't want to go into Boston in a playoff series. You don't want to.
Yeah. I don't want to do it. That's going to be really tough. They're the defending champions. They're gonna be the favorites. Yeah, it's gonna be tight. I got the standings up right now. You know the one reason why I don't mind staying number 3 is because I think Detroit's gonna finish number 6.
That's what I think too.
And
Detroit's
so
had our number this season. Detroit's had our number.
They had our number, and if we owe them, I'm not worried about that in the playoffs. They young. They playoffs is a way different monster, but they've been holding on to this spot. I mean, they still got a negative differential, but I gotta see.
To hold to the 6th spot. I'm expecting Detroit to hold the 6th spot.
I think so, unless the Magic really go on a run. They just haven't been looking good recently. The Magic is like the only team I think that could knock them out if they go like on a run, like how they were before. But I don't know if they can do it. It might be too little, too late for them. I don't know.
I want to talk about one thing though. Does the Knicks medical staff not give any credit for keeping Mitch healthy? I'm sorry. The Knicks medical staff is probably by far the best medical staff we had. Leon Rose said, "Get me LeBron James's doctors on my team," because he saw what the medical staff did last year with bringing Mitch back early.
Yep.
And fired them. This year, Mitch has been out the whole season. And guess what?
Take your time.
We've heard Thibodeau even said he was really impressed with how Mitch is handling himself in practice. And for Thibodeau to say that, you know Tibbs is impressed.
Copy.
So I'm expecting Mitch to be fully healthy.
By the way, salute to some of the chat. Oh, I got to give a salute to Keith Rockets. He figured it out. He joined the channel. Salute to Keith Rockets for joining. I do appreciate the support, guys. This helps. This definitely helps grows the channel. HRM, the great channel member, says Garland is a problem. What has Garland done in the playoffs? But what has he done in the playoffs to make you feel that way?
Next 25-26 champ says the play I'm concerned about on defense is Mikal. He has to return to the defense specialist he was in Phoenix. He's slowly returning to it.
Yeah, it's hard though. Knicks will be champs because I feel like he's out of position defensively, guarding all these point guards. Not to say that he can't do it. I just think that he's better guarding bigger guys like 2s and 3s. Not 4s, not Scotty Barnes type guys, but like guys that's like DeRozan. I think he'll be better off guarding guys like that. I mean, these guys are very shit. Tyrese Maxey and Halliburton well, not Halliburton. I think Halliburton kind of shoots themselves out of games sometimes. But some of these guards, De'Aaron Fox, that's a task in itself to guard these guys. I mean, who's really guarding any of the top point guards in the league? And that's been his assignment. Yes, we know his defensive rating is not good. I mean, it's as ugly as ever. I'm not going to lie to you. I know because I do the Knicks in 10 show. But, it doesn't account for the matchups.
I'm going to be the one to stay on next one. I was not worried about Mikal Bridges at the start of the season. I knew he was trying to find his role. He was trying to find a defensive way. I wasn't overreacting. I gave him a lot of time. I still think he's worth those 6-round picks we gave up. Those 6-round picks would have been lottery picks for all we care about.
Yeah. Yeah, when the Knicks mess up and don't go nowhere and everybody leaves, now 2030, 2027, whatever years those picks was, we wouldn't probably been a good team. So, I feel like, you trying to win a championship. Like, why are we trying to do what contending teams do rebuilding teams do? Teams that's trying, like, holding on to first round picks. No one is really doing that. Like, not contender status. Contenders are trading those picks to get the guys they need to move forward, right? And by the way, this is the Knicks call-up show, 646-995-8389. Call up and talk, have a conversation. Tell me how you feel. I do appreciate all the support in the chat. Let me see if there's any more things we could touch on the chat. You spoke on Josh Hart been shooting late, bad from 3.
That's getting fixed up in this time. He makes what I want Josh Hart to do is just, when it comes to taking threes, if you got to make a 3 at the clutch time, you take the shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing I say. I don't care if you shoot bad, just take the 3 at the clutch shot.
His threes have been bad, but I still gave him the Nick of the month for the month of January. I felt like he was doing everything else. Like that's the one demerit is the 3 ball. But what about the
Laker game, for God's sakes?
What about the rebounding and the assists and the triple doubles and what about that? His 3 ball is down, and that's a major weapon. But I think he's still shooting, 35% on the season. So, I wouldn't read too much into that. Josh Hart, that's not even his assignment to be the 3-point guy. He just shoots them because he gets a lot of open threes. That's why he was, shooting really well early on, because they're leaving him wide open. And so he'll be all right.
Normally says on Josh Hart, he's not a good 3-point shooter. Leave him open.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And that's...
If he starts making them, you better D up on him. You better D up on him on the 3-point line.
Facts. You better, because he'll hit him, especially clutch. Like you said, before I cut your wisdom, in the clutch, that's where, oh man, he shines the most. How many big threes he hits. There you go. I mean, the brother, comes through, man. Whether it's even this year, he hit a couple of key shots down the stretch. He had rebound. I mean, the brother, his play now. But hold on, Yuri. Here's the thing too. Now, I'm telling you why some of the guys may be getting on hard. Not you in the chat. Not necessarily you guys. I'm just saying, because watch, his rebounds numbers are going to drop. His rebound numbers are going to drop because he's with Precious. Precious gets a lot of rebounds. He's an actual forward. That's his position. So he's kind of taking a little bit of rebounds away from Hart. Yeah, Hart can still get his 6 that he normally gets, but the 10, 12, 11, 13, I'm not sure if he's going to be doing much of that with the lineup the way it is now. Now, when OG comes back, oh yeah, it's going to go back up. But, Precious he's solid, man. I mean, I like Precious a lot. I think that, man, if it really looks good, I hate to send them guys to the bench, but Precious might have to,
bench.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think you keep Hart in the starting lineup.
Okay. I ain't mad at it either way, because that is the best starting lineup in basketball, especially if you're just talking offense-wise. That lineup is the best lineup. I know Cleveland now, they got Hunter. We got to see how it looks. But they still play a lot of their bench guys, so you're not going to see the production that you get from the Knicks, from no other starting 5. So I just feel like because of that, I think we can win any game. Not that we're going to win every game, but going into Boston tomorrow, I'm confident. I just feel like, Boston, they don't got Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday is somebody who Jalen Brunson says really gives him a lot of trouble.
And Jrue Holiday's out for Boston.
And he's out. So, you take that into consideration.
Jrue Holiday, with Boston without Jrue Holiday, I think they have a losing record. I think.
Oh, I think I could pull that up.
If you can pull it up for me, it would be you.
Because I'm looking at Boston right now too. Hold on, let me go to the roster. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up. Let me go in research mode. I'm gonna pull up Jrue Holiday's game logs, so we could look at it from there. But I wouldn't be surprised. He does a lot for them in terms of defensively. Like, he's part of the Al Horford KP defensive program protection, the defensive protection program, because he's able to switch on whatever screen defensively you want to. He's strong enough to push your big guy outside enough so he won't be too low. I'm not saying he can straight up guard centers, but some of the things that he does, it's really groundbreaking defensively. I think he's top 5 two-way player all time, if you ask me. I'm not just saying that just to say that. Two-way point guard. I mean, not player. Two-way point guard.
2-1 without Jrue Holiday.
2-1. I'm on Basketball Reference right now. I'm not sure. You on Nick Muse?
No, I just looked it up. Straight up.
Oh, you just looked it up? Because I'm on there now. I see a win. I see a couple of wins. Wait, hold on. Let me show this Jrue Holiday. I see a couple of wins from them. You say 2-1? Because look, I got 1 win here, 2, 3, 4. So 4 wins, 2 losses. 5 wins, and 3 losses. That's what I got. And I'm at Basketball Reference. Everybody can see what I'm looking at.
So they're 5-3 without Jrue Holiday. That's pretty
5
good.
5-3. That's pretty damn good, if you ask me. But I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
But
let's not even trip off that. But you're still missing Jrue Holiday, who is the Jalen Brunson deterrent. I'm not gonna say stopper. I'm going to say he's a Jalen Brunson deterrent. He can put the pressure on JB and make it a little bit more difficult. And also Towns, too. Like I said, that matchup zone they run is kind of like very crafty. Like, I'm not sure if you guys remember the first game, but you've seen a lot of Holidays. Yes, and it was Holiday running that point on Towns. Like, guarding him, you know how Towns like to post up high. Because remember, at that time, we didn't know how to use Towns. Now we know how to... Oh, man, listen, tomorrow, y'all better be in the building, man. We watching the game together, y'all. Tomorrow night, 8:30, right here. You watch on mute. I watch on mute. We gonna watch, and it's gonna have the call-in component as well.
If you're the Knicks, you win this. If you're the Knicks, you have to win this game.
This is a statement game. Big time statement game.
This is a statement game. You have to prove you're the top dog in the East. You have to prove to the NBA you can hang with the big dogs. You messed up against OKC. Now, prove it against Boston.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, without Jrue Holiday, this is a perfect opportunity to do so. And then we got the red hot Pacers too. I'm looking forward to that Pacers game as well. I wish I could do a live play-by-play for that. I can't do that one. But we'll be back for the Cleveland game because that's going to be the next game after that. That's not going to be on MSG. So, but yeah, I can't wait.
I don't think Mitch is going to return for the Boston game.
No. If we don't, I don't want him to return. Nah. Rest and relax. We got this.
I got the chomps don't want him to get back though.
Nah. Now we do got another Boston game on Sunday the 23rd, and we will be doing a live play-by-play for that game as well. That's going to be at 1:00 on ABC. If he can come back for that game after the All-Star break, okay, let's do it. You know, but I don't want him to come back right now because he's still working out, conditioning. Let him get his conditioning on. Yeah, we don't need him right now.
If you can hit 40 wins before you hit the 20 loss mark, you deserve to be.
That's major.
That's major.
Yeah, that's major. That's a big deal.
The teams that have went 40 and 20 that have gotten 40 wins before 20 losses, they're NBA champions.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, you're at an elite level, and also like you're also more than likely getting a top seed. Like that top seed in the playoffs really helps. Like it really helps. I mean, you start off the first 2 games at home. That just gives you all the momentum. And it's hard for an opposing team to break that. You know, you got to be really good to do that. Or really lucky. One of the two.
Yeah. Those 2 bad losses to LA and OKC on national television. We need this win to change perspective of the league. And I agree. You need this win.
Yeah.
You need
I agree, Keith. I agree. I'm riding with you on that. I think that this will make Stephen A happy, you know. And he should be holding us down. He's a Knicks fan. Like, what's going on? Yeah.
Can't lose 2 straight Saturday night national song. Listen, losers happen. Listen.
Yo, Keith, we lost 2 Friday games to OKC. And remember that call up was, oh my God, them call up shows were so depressing.
That call up was brutal.
Especially the one where we got blown out. Oh my God.
That call up was
Fire Tibbs. I'm waiting for the Fire Tibbs. Hey, could I get some Fire Tibbs people call up, please? If you feel like we need to fire Coach Tibbs, I need that energy tonight. I just call up 646-995-8389. Let's talk about it. You want to fire Coach Tibbs? Let's go. I'm guaranteeing you're hearing less of that. Not that it's not there. I guarantee there's less of that. Of course, it's going to be there. Like I told you earlier, remember I said in the Discord, Knicks fans, they have to, no matter how good you are, they got to have that one thing they hate, that one thing they pick at. That one thing that's just, oh, yeah, I don't like that Jalen Brunson doesn't average 30. It has to be something. Even if it's nothing major, it's going to be that one thing. And right now it's Coach Tibbs.
That was a jump off the ledge night.
Yeah, yo, Keith, bro. Oh, my God. I'm not sure if you called in because those are the Fridays you couldn't make it. But, man, it was brutal, man.
I remember that call.
I hope not. I hope that.
I remember.
Mm-hmm.
That was brutal that night.
Yeah. I don't care. You know what? If we do lose, it ain't gonna change nothing. But go ahead.
No, I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm going to the gas station. I'm walking my dog. On that day, I'm going to look. My girl at the gas station tells me, "Yo, you want to look at the newspaper?" I was like, "What's up?" It's about your New York Knicks. Front back page, pretenders. It had Jericho Sims. It had Jalen Brunson. It had Cat. Front back page. I'm like,
oh, that's funny. I think I saw that too. I didn't see the paper, but I saw somebody posted it online. I saw that.
Knicks TV posted. Knicks fan TV.
Posted. I probably saw it from him.
He does the back page tag.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was brutal.
Next day, I go to my fighting game local. I decided to break out my Mikal Bridges, that I got from back of page. I'm like,
nice.
This was a bad day to break it, but I got to rep my team still. My friend goes up.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I know you're a Knicks fan. You don't want to talk about those? Like, shut up. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, man. Yeah, listen, Dusty, you already see Dusty, right? He's nice. Trust me, he's nice online. If you listen to our voice text, you wouldn't even think we cousins. He will, man, let the Knicks lose a big game. Oh, my God, the voice note I'm going to get, forget about it. Trust me, I get if we lose, and if we lose a bad game, like how we lost to OKC and we lost to Utah, oh, my God. Those messages I got from him, it wasn't nice.
But no, there is bad. It's the NBA. You can have bad losses.
Of course. We see it all the time.
I think a lot of Knicks fans need to understand a bad loss does not define your season.
There you go. I agree. I mean,
define your season.
All the top teams lost to a sub 500 team they should have beat. All of them.
I will say, if you lost to the Hawks, though, in January for the revenge game, that's when I would have said, okay, this season's over. I've seen what this team can do, and I'm not impressed.
Right.
That's me being level-headed.
Yep.
Those are the games, especially after the incident where Trae Young rolled the dice roll. If they lost,
that was crazy. That was crazy.
And I think a lot of people need to realize it too. Trae Young is a good player. Hate him or love him, the guy can ball.
He definitely could ball.
The guy can ball, and I'm gonna be honest too. He should have been an all-star.
Let me see what the record was though. Who made the all-star team? Was it Mobley?
Pat, Donovan Mitchell
off the bench.
Oh, I don't know actually.
It was Garland, Mobley, Brown. Who else? Siakam.
Oh, Siakam made it. Siakam.
Siakam. Cade Cunningham. And somebody else. I can't remember who that other person was. But you need Siakam because he's the only other big guy. He had to make it because you had no other big guy to make it. So he made it in the big guy spot. Then they added Cade Cunningham and whoever else was the other guy they added. It's bad that I can't remember who it is. I'm sorry, whoever that person is. But
what I want to talk about is, another thing I want to talk about for you is, what is every Knicks fan's obsession with Chuma Okeke and TJ Warren?
Oh, yes, let's get to that. Yeah, that's what I said. Listen, y'all got to call up 646-995-8389. Yes, that was on the docket.
I want to understand what the obsession with that is.
That was on the docket. Go ahead.
What's the obsession?
Let him have it. Go ahead.
Because they're G League players. They're not even in the NBA. That is G League basketball. Do I have to spell it out for people? G League, not NBA.
Let's go.
And I'm throwing shots at YouTubers right now because I am so sick and tired of people saying to call up Chuma Okeke, call up TJ Warren. We can't call them up. We have 500K left in the salary cap.
Exactly. Good point.
We cannot be hard cap. That's a second apron. That is
right.
Fate worse than death.
That's a fact. Nah, good point. Good point. And also, I'm going to say this. These guys are in the G League for a reason. Moses Brown got called up by the Pacers, a team that needed a center bad. They needed a center back. They had Turner was playing hurt, but they had no backup center. All their big guys got hurt with Jackson and I can't remember the other guy's name. All those guys were hurt. So they called up Moses Brown. All of a sudden, they send him back down. Why is that? I don't know. I'm not saying he's not a good player, not saying that he can't, whatever. But there's more to the story that fans just don't understand why certain guys don't get called up. And my thing is, we say in Leon Rose we trust, right? You got to let the man do his job. You can't be on some in Leon Rose we trust. Oh, but call up Chume. There's a reason why Chume didn't make the team. Remember, he had an Exhibit 9-10 contract, whichever one it was. He didn't make this. He didn't make the cut. He did. Right, but he. And if and guess what?
Rebuild mode right now. They're officially
Philly's in rebuild, and he may not even make it. He might be right back at the G. I wouldn't be surprised if he's right back at the G League team. Not to say that he, of course, I want the brothers to see, but also Yuri. I think they might have freed up. They made trades too. They traded KJ Martin and stuff like that. Hold on, let me pull up some of their trades. I don't think they.
I remember that.
I don't think they got more money though. I don't think they freed up money because remember they were hard capped at the second apron too. I think so. They ain't got much cash to spend on nobody really.
My point that I'm trying to make is that we don't know the whole story about these players getting called up.
Right.
And what I'm trying to say is they're in the G League for a reason.
Exactly.
Be in that mood where, I'm not going to call nobody up. But who did get called up from the G League though? Deuce. But
there you go.
Deuce took a while to get called up.
Yep. Exactly. Good point.
He himself even admits it. He's not looking at the G League. He looks at the G League just to see how they develop. He did admit it. It is on record. But he doesn't like going to the G League.
So I see here they traded KJ Martin for some cash, but how much money? I guess that might have freed up some money for them. But they also made another trade. I don't feel like looking to the salaries right now, but I'm not sure how much money they got to bring somebody else up. But I know that before these trades, they were hard capped. They was dead. They had $0.
The point that I'm trying to make, Zian, is why am I going to go to the G League, put them in a high-pressure environment, and basically say, show me what you can do in the NBA? Why? Why am I going to do that?
Yep.
I feel like if they're in the G League, let them develop in the G League.
That's all it was. That's all it was.
And we can't get anybody right now because we're going to be hard capped if we do. We have to wait until March 1st.
And also, guys, look, OG and Mitch is not there yet. We got 10 guys that Tibbs can use. Why do we got to bring anybody up? We got 10 guys right now that can fit within Tibbs' 9-man rotation. And then the other 2 are Mitch and OG that are not there. Then we got 12.
And Tibbs will do a 9-man rotation at playoffs. He's going to do it.
So we got all these guys on the bench already. We don't need Chume Okeke. We don't need him. I'm just like, he don't shoot. This is a defensive guy. He only plays defense. Yes, salute to me. I am a defensive player, but at least I shoot my jumpers, man. I'm not just out there just playing defense all day. Man, you need somebody that can do both things on the floor, man. You can't. The Chume thing, yes, he's a good defender. I give it to you. He's talented on the defensive end, but
a lot of people
he's just one-dimensional.
Double. He had a quadruple, triple, but that's G League though.
That's G League. Yeah, you can't look at G League. Come on, dude. You can't say G League stats.
I'm not saying, you should look into it. You should.
Right. But that don't mean that he's going to come up and be great. Let's just say it like that. That doesn't mean it's an automatic, I'm going to come up and now I'm going to be doing that in the league. That's going to take time. And
we got OG coming back. I'm not looking into some G League in a pressurized center. If there is a person that does need G League development, it is Tyler Kolek.
Mm-hmm.
His defense has to be on point if he wants to play on a tip squad.
Yeah, that's a part of the development. But real quick, look, I got the game on. Hold on, my bad, y'all. Let me go to research mode. Look, I got the game on the screen. Chume Okeke played 2 minutes in garbage time because Philadelphia got smacked tonight by Detroit. I actually watched that game. Chume Okeke, he only got 2 minutes. So you saying Chume Okeke, this is looking like a dude that might not make the team. They didn't bring him up and gave him 20 minutes. He got 2 minutes in garbage time, meaning that he probably wouldn't have played if it was a close game. Yeah, I doubt he's getting that in 2 minutes in at any point in the game. He came in during garbage time. Yeah, he got 2 minutes of garbage time. So that's for all my Chume Okeke people. Let's see if he survives the 10-day. I hope he does. All I'm saying is,
I want him to be in the NBA. I really
do. Of course, but let's not act like he's this world beater who, we're missing out on, right? We got the guys.
Because Tibbs trusts his players.
Yes.
Tibbs trusts his players. And here's the thing, Jalen went on his podcast to talk about why he doesn't, because he himself even said it. If I'm second with it, I'm not going out of the game. I'm staying in the game. If my team needs me, I'm staying in the game. These Knicks players built different. They want to play 48 minutes a night. Josh Hart, the famous Josh Hart quote in the playoffs, I'll do 48 if you want me to next game.
Right. It's facts.
Next game.
Yes. I'm riding. Yo, DN, salute to DN in the chat. DN, call up. DN has some stuff to say. He says, what do you got to lose to try them out? I don't trust Tibbs as a talent evaluator. Tibbs have done that early in the season, but Tibbs thought it was better to play 4 out of 5 starters, 10 minutes in the league. Top 10. Okay, I get what he's saying. He's saying he got 4 out of 5 stars that's top 10 in the league. Tibbs' trust is overrated. DN, call up. That's the energy I want to see in the chat. Let's go. Where's the anti-Tibbs people? I need an anti-Tibbs person to call up. You want to respond to that? To DN in the chat?
If Tibbs' trust is overrated, right? How come he's the most respected coach in the league in terms of regular season? Even him and Cat, who had beef in Minnesota, Cat defended Tibbs, for God's sakes. Cat was the last exposed person I was expecting to defend Tibbs.
Yep.
Because actually, that was my one main worry about bringing Cat over to the Knicks. Is he going to be a Tibbs guy? And sure enough,
remember they squashed the beef last year. Remember,
but that was
the first step.
Squash beef and still have beef with a person.
That's true.
That was my one main worry. The fact that he defended Tibbs goes to show you that he's got the trust of the players and he's got the trust in the locker room. And you don't get rid of Tibbs if he doesn't have the trust of the locker room. If you get rid of him if he doesn't have the trust in the locker room, if he's got the trust of the locker room, he's staying in the Knicks. But I will say one thing though. This is Tibbs' last hurrah as a Knicks coach because he is getting old.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We agree with that. Especially if he doesn't win. Yeah, I don't see nobody bringing him in. But this is his last ride. But I want to respond real quickly to this to his stuff. So first off, DN, a salute to you. I appreciate. Hopefully you subscribe to the channel and I see you back again. I appreciate the conversation. I like it when people want to bring the smoke at times. I'm for it. But I definitely disagree with everything you said about Coach Tibbs. Not that I'm a Coach Tibbs apologist. I'm the objective Knicks fan. I give everybody, their fair shake. And I'm going to say this, in terms of Tibbs developing talent, all these guys that came into the Knicks, young guys, besides Jericho Sims, they all developed and became something talented. You see the talent with R.J. Barrett. You see Emmanuel Quickly. You see Quentin Grimes still showing flashes, even though he's getting traded like 18 times. It's not his fault.
Grimes' confidence is shot. I will say that.
Yeah, his confidence is shot, but you can see that the potential kind of there. But he is getting traded a lot. But Obi Toppin, he got $60 million contract, right? So to say that he doesn't develop the young Deuce McBride, I mean, to say that he doesn't develop talent, I think that's not fair. Even the guys that say he don't play young talent. See, what you guys are failing to realize, I don't think that in years 1, 2, and 3, they considered the Knicks to be contenders. That's why we had all those first round picks. Remember, we had a gang of first round picks. Contenders typically, with the exception of the OKC, because they got a very young team and they just peak kind of really fast. No one, I don't think they expected OKC to be this good, right? They kind of good before their time because they got a lot of young guys on that team. But besides OKC, most teams don't have that many first round picks. You move off of the first round picks to get the star talent so that way you can compete at the highest level, right? So that's where we are. We have a lot of veterans and half of our bench was hurt. And I don't think Leon Rose anticipated us having that much of a depleted bench. He knew about Mitch. That's why we did the Towns trade. But Precious Achiuwa going down. Landry Shamet separating his shoulder. Huh?
I don't think Leon expected Precious to get hurt.
Right, yeah, of course. And then Landry Shamet, his shoulder. Right? Go ahead.
Another thing is that Tibbs is the coach. I believe he will get us to the promised land. I'm going to tell you why. He did set the culture. He's a coach who said he always wants to win. He always does. I agree to that. But
yeah,
his playoff record is getting a little better year by year. Year by year, his playoff record is getting better.
He's going to be 500. He going to get there. Trust me, he going to get there.
And if Tibbs was voted for the worst coach to play in the world, do we have to? What about that Josh Hart comment? Soft, SOFT, soft on Instagram. I never forget that.
Yes. And so the bench was injured. So that's why he played those guys those minutes. And I think some of what Keith was saying, where he said that, you want to develop chemistry. You want to develop, camaraderie. This is the most new team out of all the other top teams in the East. Everybody been together for a year or two or more, right? The Knicks, this is the brand new team. Mikal, OG, this is his first full season. Towns, right? Like they made a lot of changes. So you have to acclimate these guys in. So maybe that's another reason why he didn't want to go play, some more of the younger guys, because he wants these guys to be more, to develop more cohesion by playing more time. And I always knew that Mitch will eventually come back if he doesn't get traded, or we would trade him for somebody. Precious is coming back. Shamet, they said he was coming back. So I knew the bench was going to be better. So I knew he's not going to play these guys all these minutes for the entire season. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that, I disagree with the Coach Tibbs comment. And like I said, if you want to call up, we can discuss it further as well. 646-995-8389. And HRM the Great says RJ might get dealt. I say RJ gets dealt because Quickly can't be dealt. Quickly, that $175 million, nobody's taking that. So RJ's I'm not sure what he got left, but it was a $100 million deal. That's a way easier contract to trade. And it's going to clash with Ingram. Yeah, I think RJ's up out of there. But I don't think it's because of any slight to RJ. I just think that, you get Brandon Ingram.
I wouldn't mind RJ coming back to the Knicks and helping off the bench.
That's not going to be able to happen. He won't be able to get. He makes too much money, and right now he's looking like he's trying to be an all-star caliber player. Like that's what his goal is. So I would never see him taking a bench role anywhere where there's not like a top 75 guy ahead of him, right? If it's just like somebody who's a regular all-star, I don't see him coming off the bench for nobody. But that's why I think he's getting traded, because they got Ingram, and it's kind of a clash. You can't play all those guys together. Who's playing defense? Like it goes back to who's playing defense. Who's guarding the perimeter? Ingram is not guarding nobody. I'm sorry, he's not. RJ, we seen what happened when you try to make RJ the best perimeter defender. And Quickly
so sorry to cut you off. We can officially say that
the
Bucks is officially in rebuild mode.
Oh yeah, big facts. I don't know why they won't trade Trey though. Like they're gonna suffer because they won't trade him.
And this is me defending Trae Young. If they trade Trae Young, they must be the damn biggest fools I've ever met.
No, but if you want to rebuild, remember he's pushing 30, right? Ain't he? How old is Trae Young?
Let me look that
He ain't that young. Yeah, Trae Young ain't that young. I think he's pushing 30.
I remember that 2021 playoff game. I'm still thinking he's
No, he might be mid-20. He might be like 27. I might be wrong on that. I think he might be like 27.
He was born in 98. Wow, a few days before my birthday. Holy crap.
Oh, so he was born in 98. So yeah, 27. There you go. That was on the money with that.
Oh, he is nearing his 30s. Never mind.
Wait, but you said no. You said 2000. You said 97, right?
Yeah, he's in 98. He was born in 98.
98. So yeah, he's 27 years old. So that's not too old. It's not 19, but it's not like 35. So yeah, I see why they keeping Trey, because you can still get some young guys to play with him, and then like let's say it might take them another 2 to 3 years, because they keeping Ricochet and Jalen Johnson. Those guys are the cornerstones. So you got like another 4 years with Trey where he's not gonna be that old, and then those guys will get better. So I can see it. It makes sense. It makes sense. Hold on. Khalid says nobody's saying this. Tibbs is a horrible coach. Tibbs is the coach that won't get you to the promised land. You can only go so far with Tibbs. He's just a culture setter. That's it. Call up Khaled. Let's go, man. 646-995-8389. I disagree with that.
I'm actually gonna hang up here because for me it's 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
the conference call isn't working, so I'm gonna leave you to the Knicks haters, to the Tips haters.
All right, let's go. Let's go, man. I appreciate it, Yuri. Thank you for rocking with me.
I will say
go ahead
before I leave. I want to ask this to all the Tibbs haters. Who are you replacing Tibbs if he does get fired? I already got my pick, but I already got my pick. But
it ain't happening on team. Yep.
Dan Hurley from UConn. That is the one guy I want him to coach the Knicks. He's young.
Yep.
And if you guys want rookies to be played during the season, he will play the rookies.
Good point. Good point. But that's not going to happen no time soon, though. That's not happening no time soon.
But for right now, you're stuck with Tibbs.
You're stuck with Tibbs. Yep. Peace, man. Thank you, Yuri. Salute to Yuri, man. That was Yuri in the building. Definitely, guys, feel free to call up, man. I appreciate the chat, too. I like talking to the chat as well. You guys have some great comments. Salute to all of the new channel members that just joined. By the way, all right, let me see. Wow, I'm gonna get the Captain 11. By the way, you guys were wondering what I was drinking out of earlier. This is the Captain 11 mug for our Captain Jalen Brunson. We got those in the store right now. Shop.theobjectiveknicksfan.com. Go get yourself a mug. We got hoodies. We got all different types of stuff. Go check that out, man. Support your captain, man. Listen. So those that watch the podcast on Mondays, you guys know I do the Nick of the Week. I had to make up a rule. I said Jalen Brunson cannot be the Nick of the Week more than 2 weeks in a row, because I think that he's going to go on an MVP-like run. Not that he's going to win the MVP. I just think JB is going to take his game to a whole nother level to finish the season. And that's why I'm high on us finishing mid to high 50 games this year. I can't say 60, but mid 50s, like 55, 56, 57, maybe. I could see us getting to that. Jay Wright, Khalid, Jay Wright is retired, so you got to try again. Dan Hurley, you got that from Yuri. He already committed to Connecticut. I think he signed a really big contract, so I don't see that happening no time soon. Plus, Coach Tibbs just signed an extension. The Knicks are doing well. We're doing better than we did last year. There's no reason to fire Coach Tibbs right now. Now, if we get bumped in the first round of the playoffs, that'll put him on the hot seat. I don't really see that happening, though. Not if we finish in the top 3. There's no way we lose in the first round. I don't give a damn if it's Miami, Philadelphia again. I don't care what team finishes in that 6 seed. They're not going to beat New York at the number 3 spot. That Garden in the playoffs is so crazy. I'm telling you right now, there's no way we lose in the first round. So if we don't lose in the first round, how are you going to fire Tibbs? The team is performing well. Okay, real quick, let me get out of research mode. Look at what our record is. Hold on, let me get out of this Atlanta stuff. Look at what our record is. All right. So when you're talking about firing Tibbs, we're 34-17. We doubled up on our losses. We got a plus 6.5 differential. How are you going to fire? What justification do you see here? Remember what the Bucks did last year when they fired their coach. I think, what were they, 30-8? That was the biggest mistake you could make. And then look at them. They fell off. to the point where I think what was Milwaukee last year? Milwaukee was a 3rd seed, and when they should have been the 1st seed. So yeah, it makes no sense to fire your coach when you're performing well, and you guys replacement coaches are not actually real replacements because they're not available. Let me see what you guys talking about. HRM the Great says at least one more year with Tibbs. But you know what's so funny when you say that, HRM the Great? Let me slide over out the way a little bit. When you say, this way. When you say one more year, right? We could win a championship in one more year. So if he decides to retire after we win the championship, then okay, cool. But I think that this Knicks team is going to do great things, especially next season, because once we get a season under our belt, and then we could like really tighten up the loose ends in the offseason, and we can afford going to the second apron too. See, that's another advantage that the Knicks and the Lakers have, right? That's why I think the Lakers are going to be dangerous too. Not this year, but the mind state of we're willing to do whatever it takes to build a championship team. That's what LA is going to do. But we also have the ability to go over that second apron next year, and if we got to do it, we'll do it just to, make the team even more better. So, I'm not worried about Coach Tibbs. I think he's doing a phenomenal job. You cannot, discredit Tibbs for all the bad things, but not give him credit for all the good things. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Let me see. Salute to the outspoken introvert. We're at least 2 years out from that even being a conversation. I agree. Yeah. And it would have to be us regressing like really bad. Like you go from the Eastern Conference Finals to a play-in, you're out of there. Like I think that's a short leash, but I don't see that happening. I think that the more these guys stay together, the better this team is going to be. 27, 28. I think Josh Hart might be the oldest, right? 29. Another 3 to 4 years, you're talking about 33. You're talking about 30 to 33. Like, that's not old, right? That's like mature veteran status. So you got time to build this team to become contenders. It don't have to be this year. I think it could be. It definitely could be next year. But even if it's not next year, these guys are young enough, and most of them are already locked up for the next 3 years. So Mikal has to do his extension. Mitchell Robinson, we got to see what happens with him. But I'm not concerned at all. I'm not saying firing Tibbs in the middle of the season, even though I wouldn't mind that happening. But this offseason, depending on the playoff performance. So, okay, Dean, I'm glad you said that. You seem to be like a level-headed person. Salute to you, Dean. I hope you subscribe so I can see you again. If we go to the Eastern Conference Finals and we like lose in 6 games, will you fire Tibbs? Khalid says if this team don't go to the Eastern Conference Finals, then he has to go. Okay, Khalid feels that way. But what if it's like second round, you take the defending champs to the game 7? You still gonna fire him? Outspoken introvert says Knicks versus Lakers in 2026. Ooh, you know what? I'm riding with that. Where's my man Sam? Salute to my man Sam. Me and Sam, we do the conspiracies on the channel. We the only ones that's allowed to do stuff like that. I'm gonna say this. That is one hell of a play by the NBA. If they can, of course, when I say that, I'm joking about cheat codes and stuff like that, but the way it's positioned, hey, push the Knicks and push the Lakers, it could happen because I think the Lakers, they're determined to get back to that finals, man. And, they always have a way to get a top, 100, top 75 caliber player like Luka is and will be. And they always have a knack for getting those guys, but they don't stop there. They also go make sure they get another guy that's really good to try to push them over the top. So yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. Let me see. Yuri says 3 years extension, and we got to Tyler Kolek and Bacone Dottie. Facts, yeah, the rookies can develop. They locked up. Those 2 rookies in particular are locked up for the next 4 years. So Oh, thank you, DN, for the subscription, man. I do appreciate that. Salute to you, man. I won't disappoint. I drop a lot of content. We do this Nick call-up show every Friday. But next week, we're going to be doing the Knicks call-up show on Thursday. You'll see all the updates in the community section. But yeah, salute. I appreciate you for subscribing. Salute to the New York Knicks City Squad. Giving a salute, man. Salute to you, man. New York City, salute to you. I appreciate you, man. But how are you feeling? How are you guys feeling about the trade deadline? Are you upset? Are you happy the Knicks didn't do a move? Let me know. And also you could call up too. This is a live call up show, 646-995-8389. Let me see what you guys talk about. So Khalil said, if you play the Celtics in the second round and you lose in a tough 6-7 games, Tibbs keeps his job. That's fair. That is fair. But if the Celtics spark us in the second round and it's not competitive, then he has to go. I'm riding with that. Not that I want Tibbs to go, but I'm saying that's a fair take. That is a fair take. Oh, you said KD to the Knicks? Wow. So hold on. Let's massage that thought. If KD is coming to the Knicks, are you going to give up Mikal? Because the deal was Mikal, Mitch, and who else was there? Was it Sims at the time? You willing to give all of that up for KD? 37 years old? You got OG Anunoby to play defense. And Josh Hart at the 2. So what, KD, OG, Josh Hart? That don't sound bad when you that don't sound bad. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if Phoenix is willing to take that package either. I think, well, you know what? They might want to take that package because there's something that I heard, because I listen to Gil's Arena from time to time, and Nick Young said on one of their shows, he said that the Phoenix Suns are going to do a move in the offseason that just passed that's going to shock the world and push them as to the number 1 seed in the conference. Did you see that happen? No. The deadline went by. Did Phoenix do a move to blow your mind and say, damn, they're going to go to the... No. So maybe that disappointment seeks in, and now KD is like, you know what? I want to buy out of here, man. Send me to New York. But do you really want a guy that dissed you? KD dissed us, man. He said no. When the dude asked him would he come to New York, he said no. He said the Knicks was never on the radar. Is this a guy you want? A guy that wasn't really feeling you? Saw you as second fiddle? I don't know. Like on DR says, definitely hit that subscribe button, man. Once again, salute to all the guys that became members. If you are a member, head to the members section on this video on the channel, and you'll see how you can join the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server, how you can get an extra discount on the merchandise that's in the store. So definitely check out the membership section. There's some stuff in there for you guys to see already. And if you scroll back down far enough, you'll see some of my old basketball clips. Let me see. The Knicks City Squad says KD ? Trash. He said, he got the sad tears and a trash bucket. Damn, that's crazy. You know what's funny about that? Look at how far we came as a franchise where we could actually put a comment up and say no to KD. That's like, and you say we're not on the path to a championship. That's championship contender stuff where you can actually look at the market and say, top 75, one of the greatest offensive weapons of all time. Nah, that's a bad trade. That's trash. Hey, that's saying a lot. Let me see. It's got to be OG in that deal because of the money. The deal I saw, I'm not going to be able to find it. The deal I saw had Bridges in there. It was Bridges, Mitch, and I think Sims. Now, I'm not sure if Bridges has a trade kicker. You know what? For shits and giggles, let's just look it up. because I'm not sure, man. I can't remember all this information. That's why we got Google, man. Google saves the way. And that's why I go into research mode, so we can be accurate. So we're not just speaking about things that we don't know about. So we're going to go to the Knicks sports track, see if the money matches up. I'm not sure, but I know the deal that I saw, it had Bridges, not OG. It was Bridges, $23 million, Mitch, $14 million. That's a little under 40. Then you add Sims, and that gets you close to 40. Now let me go to KD. Oh, I put KD like that's going to pop up. We go to Kevin Durant. I can't remember how much he makes. I'm pretty sure it's in the $40 million in I don't think he signed an extension since he's been with Phoenix, because his deal goes back to the Nets, I think. Oh, I'm dead wrong. He's in the $50 million club, so it would have to be OG. And, you know, it might have been OG now that I think about it, because when you look at the money, OG and Mitch might get the job done, but I think he has a trade kicker too, though. Let me see. Total incentives. Oh, no trade kicker. I wonder if KD doesn't have a trade kicker because they traded him already. He got traded from the Nets, and he probably already got that money. That money probably already kicked in already. But hold on. Let me, so, and by the way, I'm not using the ESPN trade machine. Like I always say, I am the goddamn ESPN trade machine. So you got $51 million right there, right? OG Anunoby makes 36. OG has a trade kicker though. So that'll boost the trade up. Let me show you. See, he has a 15% trade bonus. So you got to add the 15% to the 36%. And that should be around another, what's that? 10%. That'll be 33.6. Half of that, that'll be another. So about $5 million. So you add like $5.5 million to this. That'll get you to $41 million. That trade, by the way, when we say trade kicker, this 15% trade bonus counts in the deal. So this 36 goes to 41. The 41 plus the Mitch's 14, that'll get you above 50. And then you're probably gonna have to get a third team at that point. Right? But the deal could be done for KD with OG and Mitch. It's easier to work those numbers. It's easy to work those numbers, just to show you guys. Let me see. I think I'll pass on KD to 2, though. Even though it really sounds, damn, that KD, it sounds really good. I ain't gonna lie. Because it's KD with OG. Like, my deal would be you trade Bridges and you keep OG with Hart, Brunson, and Towns. That's a hell of a lineup, because now, shoot, you can't even double nobody now on the Knicks, but you get KD, you definitely can't double nobody. And that's just straight buckets. And then you got your defensive guy and OG. I ain't gonna lie. If I was to get OG, now we just having fun and dreaming right now because we know this is not gonna happen. But if I was to get KD, I would put Hart on the bench and I would start Deuce. Let Deuce be the defender. Now you got the 2 defenders with the 3 scorers. That'll be, yeah, I like that a lot. I like, not that I'm doing a trade. I'm just saying if the trade did happen, I'm starting Deuce. So that way you have 2 defenders out there, 2 really good on the ball defenders with, the scorers. Let me see. Trading for OG. You think we got a 3-year window for Wemby? He's going to dominate the league? I don't know, man. I mean, Wemby's really good right now. It's like, how much better could Wemby be? Like, I mean, defensively, like the stuff that he does on the defensive end, I mean, it's crazy. Like, it's hella impressive. So how much better will Wemby be? I don't know. I don't know about that. He's going to get more shots, but am I like, okay, the era of Wemby when he's like 24, 23, he's going to be that scary to me when I got these guys for another 2-3 years and they developing their chemistry and now we're just a well-oiled machine? I don't know about that. I think by the time Wemby becomes dominant, it might be a little later than that, than the hour window. Just saying. But OKC is the team right now. I'm gonna keep it real. OKC is the team that, yeah, you know, this might be the last year they don't get over the top because they're still young and maybe that might show up in the playoffs. But next year, I'm telling you guys right now, OKC, they might win 70 games. They are that legit. And the reason why I'm high on them is because they do it on the defensive end. That, to me, is like they got so many defenders on that team. I mean, everybody plays defense. I don't see the Spurs getting over them. So you're not even going to see the Spurs. You're going to be seeing OKC. So that's just my take on that. Castle, Vassell, Fox. That's one hell of a 3-guard rotation right there. That's one hell of a 3-guard rotation right there, but they're not going to see OKC. You trade KD, means he wasn't close during the playoffs, so Tibbs fired anyways. Yo, y'all really want Tibbs gone. He the type to take less too. Who are you talking about? Who's the type? Who's the type to take less? Are you saying Wemby? Wemby not taking less. Wemby gonna break the bank. Ondale says, I'd rather take my chances and try to trade with Milwaukee and have the big 3 monster. Oh, with Giannis? We was talking about that too earlier in the year. The only problem is Giannis. I don't like Giannis playing point guard. I just, yeah. To me, it's like if Giannis played more like a big man, he would be the MVP. Giannis is the Greek freak. Don't get that twisted. He's a monster, but he's easy to guard because he just wants to drive to the basket. So if you wall up, and listen, when I say easy to guard, I don't mean that it's actually easy. I'm just saying, like, from a schematics, like, all right, this is how we're going to defend Giannis. We're going to play off of him. We're going to bait him into shooting 3-point shots. And then we're going to wall up. So it's going to be 2 to 3 guys each and every time he drives. Now, these other guys, who they got now? They made trades. Whoever the hell they got Jericho Sims, whatever. Bottom line is, those guys on the perimeter are going to have to beat me. And then he and Lillard, like, when you watch them play, it's like Giannis guys the ball playing point guard. Lillard is on the elbow, just chilling, right? I'm just going to sit here and wait till maybe if the ball swings to me, I'll shoot it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want that on the Knicks. Great player, but I don't know if I want that on the Knicks. I'm going to keep it real. But once again, me saying I'm not sure if I want Giannis shows how great of a team we are. And guess what, guys? It's due to Coach Tibbs. Nah, it's not just about Coach Tibbs. It's a collective effort. Let me see. Wemby's only 21, so by the time he's 24, 25, he'll have another superstar with him. Yeah, but by the time he's 24, 25, if the Knicks are not successful, this team is not together. So, yeah, so you're talking about 3-4 years from now. Like, if the Knicks are not winning, I doubt this team stays together. Like, they probably keep Brunson. It may be hard, but I don't see them keeping everybody else. DN says OKC is a problem, and they're deep. And they're going to let all these other guys go, the other Williams and all of them. They're going to keep, I'm not sure if they keep Hartenstein, maybe, but they're going to keep Chet, Jalen Williams, Dort, and SGA. Those 4 guys right there will be with the Thunder no matter what. All the rest of those guys, the Caruso, the Williams, the Wiggins, the Joe, the whoever, all of them can go. Those 4 guys right there make OKC what OKC is. Plus, they got so many goddamn draft picks, they can always draft somebody to come in and put in work. So OKC is going to be a threat for a while because of the way their infrastructure is built. We know they're a small market team. They're not going to spend the bag, but all those guys are expendable. They've shown you they'll get rich. They'll get rid of you, right? But they're going to keep those guys together. That's what, to me, why OKC to me is way more of a threat than Wemby. Sorry. We don't got the assets for Giannis. I agree. They're going to want picks. The KD you might could get, but I don't think you're getting Giannis. He's the league's leading scorer low. Nah, he's not easy to guard. Khaled, no. All right, for the record, I'm not saying Giannis is easy to guard like that. I'm saying from a scheme perspective. Like, to me, like, all right, scheme-wise, I think Jokic is a tougher coverage than Giannis. Why? Because Jokic is a threat from three, so that means you can't give him no space, right? But he's a pick and roll maestro where, I mean, one, he could play point guard. He just does so much on the floor that you got to watch out for that it's harder to me to guard Jokic, even though Giannis averages more points. But Giannis does everything off of being a freak. He doesn't do it off of skill. It's all downhill basketball, bro. And not everybody is equipped with the fours that are athletic to keep him in front of him. That's how he scores. But if you can wall up like the way the Knicks, matter of fact, this is what you do. Go watch the Knicks 2 games again and look at how they defended Giannis. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that Giannis, you know, scheme-wise, he's easier to scheme for. Not that it's easy to do. Giannis is the Greek freak. I gotta clarify it again. Hopefully you understand what I mean. He's not. He's a problem. And most teams can't do it. They can't contain him. You know? Giannis is an offensive foul machine in the playoffs. And an outspoken introvert, that's if he's there for the playoffs. Don't forget to add that detail. Let me see. Giannis would be a good fit on this team because he would have space. Yeah, but he going to be dribbling the ball all day. Brunson might average 15 a game. Brunson might average 15 a game with Giannis, man. Nick Shack is like the pretty girl on the block who put out for everyone but you until you got money. Facts. There you go, Nick Shack. Yo, Nick Shack, man, salute to you, man. That's a good point. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, right? KD was talking all of that smack about us. Oh, I would never go to New York. And all the sly stuff he was saying. I don't want to do. Oh, I remember with the Nets. Oh, yeah, you know, we're going to take this town. They had all that energy. But did it happen? No. They could have won 5 championships. This town still will be a Knick town. Don't matter. Let me see. If you remember when Giannis won his championship with the shooters and players. No, I get on Dios. I get your logic. I think the problem is one, we don't have the defense that team had. Remember, you had Jrue Holiday. Who else they had? They had another good guard. They had Grayson Allen. They had some really good perimeter defense with Middleton, right? Lopez Portis. The defense to me was way better with that team than it is now. Because now they got the same problem that I think a lot of teams got. Who's your go-to perimeter defender, right? Now they got Taurean Prince, but I'm not scared of Taurean Prince. I'm going to keep it real. No, I'm not scared of him. Let me see. It wouldn't matter what JB average if we're winning basketball. That's true. I'm just saying, like, if JB is not happy, even though we know he is Master Miyagi, Jalen Brunson, he's, you know, wax on, wax off, you know. It's not about Jalen Brunson. It's not about Trae Young rolling the dice on the guarding floor, right? It's not about reacting to that. It's about winning the game. So there is no dice roll on the floor. We know Jalen Brunson's Master Miyagi, but at the same time, you know, I just feel like it just won't work system-wise. And I think Giannis dribbling the ball, to me, is just, I don't like it. I don't like him playing point guard. He can get his shots, but playing point guard, I don't like it. You add our defense becomes better. I'm assuming you said defense becomes even better. Maybe, but our defense become better with Mitch too. Dave's average. Oh, okay, Kylie, here's why I say that. Well, one, it would be Towns, Giannis, and Brunson, right? Right now, you got Dame and Giannis. But if you bring Giannis over to New York and you have Towns, Giannis, and Brunson's shots are going to be affected because Brunson gets a lot of his buckets because his usage rate is high. He has the ball in his hands. Brunson's usage rate going down with Giannis because Giannis is going to have the ball. Half of the times we got to bring up the ball, it's going to be Giannis bringing up the ball. And then when Giannis doesn't bring up the ball, he's still going to get shots. Thus, Jalen Brunson averaging 15 points. Now, the way Bucks is set up right now, Dame Lillard is the second guy. I think Brunson would be the third guy in that system because Giannis is dominating the ball. Towns is good because Towns, he can play off the ball. Towns does whatever you want him to do. You could put him in the post because Giannis don't want to be in the post. So Towns could be in the post if he wants. Towns could be on the elbow. Towns could be in the corner. Towns could be in the dunker spot. Towns could be anywhere. So Towns is going to get his buckets. But Brunson just sitting on the elbow while Giannis dribbles and spin move and athleticism and hopefully he passes to me. Yeah, that's going to hurt Brunson. So that's why I say that. I know it sounds crazy. But I see the game. I see the game very well. I'm going to say it like that. As we wind down, and by the way, this final call for calls, 646-995-8389. As we wind down, tomorrow will be the live play-by-play for the Celtics game. Be here 8:30 sharp. We're going to be watching the game together. You watch on mute, I watch on mute. And if you guys want to call in, you guys can call in as well so we can talk. But I'm going to be doing my Marv Albert, my Mike Breen. I'm going to be doing my very best to bring you guys the content the way it needs to be. Oh, by the way, we got a caller. Hello, caller. You live on the air. What's your name? Where you calling from?
There's a new Knicks City and squad. Salute.
Oh, man.
Everybody.
Salute, man. Let's go, man. What's going on, brother? What's on your mind? Talk to me.
What's going on, man? I think some people in the chat are either they heavily sauced up because it's Friday night.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell these dream scenarios came from, but Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Let's go.
What are we drinking on? They got the hand rock. What's on the menu? Cause bro, everybody's firing Tibbs. Well, I mean, first of all, they say the old dog can't learn new tricks. You see us scoring 2 games back to back, $140, $140 and change, $120. Jalen Brunson's looking like the Jalen Brunson from the playoff we left off at.
Facts.
I mean, what else could I run down on? Tibbs is throwing Huck Party in there in starting position. People were saying, that Tibbs will never play a rookie. I mean, Tibbs is showing improvement. Everybody in the team is showing improvement. So
thank you.
I don't know what is wrong with the people in the chat always trying to fire Tibbs and shitting on our guys. And then homie talking about getting KD. I mean, whew. he is beyond Hennessy, bro. He's on that anything's possible scenario right now.
Anything's possible. I like that, man.
Anything is possible. Yo, guys guys are calling out for Zion, Kyrie, KD. I mean, Jesus is a nightmare.
Facts.
Bro,
Big facts.
God has been saving us from all these losers. Like I
agree.
We fucking caught a duck from KD, the Kyrie, the Zion, like all of these guys, and here it is. Leon Rose is bringing culture and bringing the real New York back. Tibbs is bringing the culture, bringing the real New York back, and what are the ungrateful fans asking for? Is Tibbs's head? It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Yo, I'm telling you, they sauced up definitely.
But I get this. You know what happens, right? So normally on Fridays we got games, right? But recently we haven't had games. So the time when we lost to OKC twice, boy, let me tell you, all those Tibbs people, they called up. They was fired Tibbs. They had mad energy because we were losing. But on a night like tonight, we on a 2-game winning streak. Things are looking good. No calls. They in the chat though, but no calls.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Yep, they're definitely ghosting the vocal beatdown. So, yeah, I mean,
Yes,
it
sir.
is what it is. But how you been, bro? Everything's good?
Hey man, listen, man. Even when it's not good, I ain't gonna tell you. I'm gonna say it's good. I had crazy. Look, bro. Listen, I had some crazy technical difficulties. That's why the show was late tonight. I was like, damn. Anybody else, they would have canceled the show, bro. I'm telling you, the stuff I had to do, they would have canceled it. But we here strong, so I ain't got nothing to complain about. I'm good, man. Let's go.
Listen. I got a graveyard shift, so I'm out here rocking out with you. I'm glad you.
Oh, let's go.
I'm glad you on right now because it's helping my work go by so much faster just listening to these, wild guys and their scenarios. But
you're right.
definitely enjoyable. Definitely enjoyable. Yeah, I mean, at least you have the common sense to bring people off the ledge, and
that's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, you entertain their thoughts. Yeah, I mean, it's just
I'm level-headed. Listen. I give them the platform, and then I have to show them why they're wrong. But I do it in a respectful, reasonable way. You feel me?
Yeah, yo.
I give them the opportunity. You see what I'm saying? There you go. Let's go.
Sir. Facts.
Yes, sir.
I mean, next game is what? Boston?
Tomorrow, I'm gonna be live. If you ain't got nothing to do, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. We gonna be calling the game live, play by play. We watching the game together. You watch on mute, I watch on mute, because I hate listening to the commentary when it's not on MSG. So.
Oh, definitely, yo.
Yep, let's go.
What time is the game on? Because I'm a little bit, schedule wise, time wise, I'm a little bit off.
It's at 8:30 tomorrow, prime time.
Okay.
8:30.
Definitely. Yep. Yeah, I mean. I called it on our show. We had a little show earlier today. I think we'll get the win. Yeah, I mean, I don't. The way the team is gelling right now, I don't overlook. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I do overlook a lot of teams because we not shook of nothing over here on this side.
Yeah, we ain't scared of nothing. Let's go.
So
I like that.
We definitely not shook, and I think we're in a like we kind of on a run, so I think the energy will carry out to this Boston game, and hopefully we could beat the brakes off of Boston. Yeah, and continue to prove to these fake fickle fans who the hell we really are.
Facts. Let them know.
Let them
know.
What I mean?
Let them know.
Shout out to the chat though. Shout out to the chat, even if you saucy. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, let's go, man. And what's the name of your? What's your name again? The name of your platform? You said New York City Knicks. We said.
Holy shit! I just caught a brain fart. My bad. The Organics Fanatics Show.
Oh yeah, but hold on. But you call? Oh yes, I got your number saved. I got you. But I gotta say that's the Fanatics. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta change that.
Yeah, my brand is the.
Matter of fact, I couldn't find your channel though, because I was looking for it.
Oh,
how do I spell it?
Kind of weird, but I'll definitely send you a link. I'll send you the link.
All right, cool.
But yeah. We on Fridays and Sundays live at 5. Yeah, it was just me and my brother today, because my cousin was out in Hawaii with the wifey and stuff.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So, that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a good place to be.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Copy, man. Yeah, so send me the link. I subscribe, because I look for it. I did look for it. I couldn't find it.
No, I'll definitely send it to you. I got your text from the last time we spoke, so
Yeah,
I'll send you the link. You know what I mean?
no
And
problem.
definitely be tuning in to the live tomorrow.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean? And
let's go, man.
let's
Huh?
let's hope some of these guys in the chat put the drink down. You know what I mean? Maybe they could maybe they could pick up some bud. Yeah, I mean,
Mm,
bud is legal, so y'all start smoking
right.
instead of drinking shit, bro. Cause them drinking thoughts get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Definitely, bud. Man, hey, it was a pleasure talking to you. I just had to get
Salute.
at the chat. You know what I mean?
Salute. I
And and,
appreciate it, man.
and give you a call. You know what I mean? You out here grinding for us. You know what I mean? Giving us a
Yes,
good
sir.
show. And
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
here at work, enjoying the whole shebang.
Copy. No doubt, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. Salute to everybody in the chat, bro. Great show, and I'll keep tuning in.
All right. Salute.
You
Let's go.
one.
One. All right. Salute, man. Keep the calls coming as I wind down. I appreciate it, man. I got the new Knicks. Got it. So I'm gonna save it. His name is that, but he gonna text me his information. I'm gonna check it out so I can save it. You know, every time you guys call, I save you guys' numbers. So, but yeah, I'm glad he called in because you guys are bugging. You guys, I mean, listen, man, the Fire Tips people. Listen, look, this is the Knicks call up show. You guys have a voice. I'm gonna let you talk. You know, I might have to give you, you know, some some pushback, but I be respectful. But this is the Knicks call up show, man. Everybody gets a voice up here because you know I like a free flowing show where the fans can talk because you guys, I honestly, it's like. It's like this. Since we got the most fans, right? So you're gonna have a good portion of the fans. They're gonna be knowledgeable. They're gonna be level-headed. But then you're gonna have a lot of delusional, fickle, you know, fans that don't know nothing about basketball, right? So we got the whole gamut there. That's why I say I'm here to balance the scales, to bring some balance. So no matter where you fall and fit on the scale, I'm here to have a conversation with you, and I'm here to let you talk. And we see what's up because, yo, honestly, we come up with some great, topics just out of nowhere, just having conversation, you know. And like I said, to all the Fire Tips people, you guys are welcome here. Just be ready for the slight pushback, you know, because listen, man, where's my notes at? Look, we doing really good right now, man. Like, I know you guys can't read my handwriting. Well, when you see the green right there, you see the green. Anytime you see green on my notes, that means we win it. All right. When there's more green than red, that means things is good. We looking up, we getting our bench together. And yo, we gonna do big things, man. So yeah, like I said, final call 646-995-8389. If you wanna, rebuttal what I'm saying, or you wanna rebuttal what the caller's saying, feel free, man. Let me see. Tibbs just recently started making the moves they've been asking for. That's facts, HRM the Great. But what they don't understand is that Coach Tibbs did not have the bench that he thought he would have, right? So we're getting healthy at the right time, and it's translating. You're seeing with the increase of and I'm gonna try to get a Knicks and 10 show out. I just don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it, but because these numbers it's incredible. It's like our biggest concern was, the Knicks got one of the toughest strengths of schedules, right? Let me tell you something. These boys right now are passing it it's like a straight A on a test. The way these boys are performing, it's like they don't care who it is. So yeah, it's a great time to be a Knicks fan, and I gotta give my props to Leon Rose because he's the one that he bought all the ingredients and he gave Coach Tibbs, this is what we got, and then Coach Tibbs had to put it together and make it a nice cake. right? Baking a nice cake right now. So yeah, like Knicks will be champ says, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Definitely support the channel, support the show. Salute to all the new members. We got a whole bunch of members today. Go into the membership section, and I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna post again in the membership section tonight or tomorrow morning. You'll see it. Just look in the membership section. Has a lot of good information for members. And, to those of you guys that want to be on Discord, I know everybody don't want to be on there. We got the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server. We have a 24/7 Knicks chat. We be going in. It's fun. It's a great way to talk Knicks. It's part of your membership package. So definitely go check it out. And like I said, I'll go through the shows one last time. So tomorrow we got the live play-by-play. We'll be right here, 8:30. Hopefully you're here. And then, of course, Monday at 6 p.m. is This Week Inside the Knicks podcast. And, of course, Monday, still Knicks fans at 9. I will be on there, so make sure you're there as well. All this information will be posted in the community section, so keep an eye out on that. And, of course, the Knicks Call-Up Show will not be Friday next week because it's Valentine's Day, okay? The Knicks Call-Up Show will be Thursday, so that way we could all enjoy Valentine's Day and not have to call into a show at night. We should be doing other things at night on Valentine's Day. I'm just going to say it like that. This is a family show. So, but that's all for this pod. Make sure I didn't leave nobody hanging. I want to give a big salute to Knicks Will Be Champs, channel member Strong, On Dios, new channel member, HRM the Great, new channel member. Salute to Yuri, new channel member. Salute to all the new channel members that became channel members tonight. I'm going to give a big salute to Outspoken Introvert. You had some really good points. Salute to Khalid Pasha. Hopefully, Khalid, you're subscribed to the channel so I could see you again. You had some really good takes. Even though I disagree, still was a good conversation. Of course, salute the Knicks Yak. Definitely, New York City, salute the Knicks Yak. Salute to DN. Once again, you always are well. Thank you for subscribing. And also, good conversation. We don't always have to agree. I am here for the smoke. Trust me. And sometimes I bring people on from opposing teams just to make it interesting. Oh, the new Knicks. I got him. I see his name now. That's how you spell it. Me write that down. Salute to the new Knicks. I'm going to save your name as that so that way I know who you are. The new Knicks. So salute to that brother there. Who else called in? We say HRM the Great. Salute to everybody that tuned in, man. I really do appreciate the love and the support. Doing this show, connecting with Knicks fans and just bringing some quality content. That's my goal, man. So if there's nothing else to be said, that's all for this pod. So until next time, let's go Knicks.